my problem.
Because
Grimfoot
that's
doesn't
happening
know.
right now.
You never know.
But I do have my stream
Okay.
on, so we are fine there.
So, I'm gonna do my best to give this recap because I lost my notes.
It's okay. You can't lose your notes if you never take notes.
Oh,
I do usually
got
try to take
him.
notes, so it's the issue.
Fucking bird.
Got him.
Also, ow. However, last time
attacked.
on Avandria, what do you mean? You take notes?
Yeah, I can see
That's-
your notes, so you have proof of your note taking. No one can tell you you don't take notes.
They're just all unorganized right now.
Hey, it doesn't matter as long as they're together.
True.
So, last time on Avandria, we all were winding down after a nice meal that Azra had made for us. It got a little awkward at the end, from what I remember. And then we all kind of broke off to go do our separate things. I'm pretty sure that Grimfoot tried getting help from Azra and Senka with his little book. I don't remember the outcome of that. I think it was a good one.
No.
It was not a good one? Oh, I'm
I
sorry. Oh, yeah,
failed.
right. Oh, yeah, right. You did fuck it up.
I rolled ass.
Again.
Okay. And
Again.
then on the side thing, Hundar was trying to oh, I don't even know how to describe it. Talk about future plans, and then it snowballed into marriage, and he prayed to his God in heaven and wherever else he is to have a ring in his pocket. And to be fair, I guess Azra is now his god because he pulled out a ring that she had placed in his pocket for Z that Hundar did not know about, so he thinks that his god placed it there. It's a whole thing. And then I'll just be honest, get fucked. And that's when Azra's familiar Hex stopped watching. However, poor little crystally boy Jasper watched, and vice versa Senka. And then pretty sure that earlier in the day a little bit, it was Azra and Asaya going on like a little date. They kind of went to places where she wouldn't really get noticed to kind of be chill, you know. You know how being a demigod is and stuff. Well, they had a
One important place there.
oh yeah, right. They went to the lion dude. I don't remember his name.
It's fine, I didn't either at the time.
Oh my gosh, that is
Oh
true,
yeah, right.
though.
It did go. He did get a name change. I don't remember what his name change was. However, then Azra was looking to buy some stuff. Pretty sure she got one thing that I can't remember. Then moving on to the next day, woke up, Grimfoot on balcony, Hundarzi naked, because, you know, why the fuck would there be a flying bird person on, well, owl person on their balcony? Because Hundar has no privacy.
Why would you need privacy?
Once you're in a party, there is no such thing as privacy.
I have already seen every inch of your body more than Z has.
You've also seen you've seen every inch of Grimfoot's body too at this point.
I've been in his body.
Yeah, you have. That's right. I did do that because I also
But one of
grabbed the
things-
sword blade that one time.
One
I've been
of
in
the
both
things,
Den and Hundor.
I was gonna say one of the sad things that both Den and Hundar have in common.
Both of them are
However-
controlled by an owl.
However, Hundor's
Um,
also seen his balls just hanging in his face.
Yeah,
while,
thank God Den didn't have to see that before he passed.
It would have killed him.
then, I know that Azra basically said either go get Nyankath or Hundar because Grimfoot wanted to go to somewhere dangerous, possibly have one of his old siblings, with them. Great times. Hundar wanted to say no because he just proposed to the love of his life, and then Z gave him the go-ahead, so now we're here. It's not good because there's some paw prints. Yeah!
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, for not having
What, Ryan?
notes and going off the box.
I don't know where the paw prints came from though.
Oh, I thought they was paw prints.
They were eyes.
Oh, they were eyes?
I'll
Whoops.
give a recap on that. So as you are
My bad.
sitting here in this field, Hundor, you're looking at this crater where you think something was. Grimfoot is acting like he's trying to remember or just figure out what happened to
Hi,
whatever
Grim.
is in this spot. And you peer over to the bushes, and staring out of those bushes like a predator's eyes is a set of feline slits that just blink once. Then you see another set. Alright, that's where we're perking off. With you two in this swamp, and you see this happen.
I mainly am just watching the eyes. Hand. So his weapon is holstered, but his hand is on his weapon. Yeah, it's probably a good thing to set the camera. Feeling photogenic today.
You know what? Yeah.
This is perfect. I can keep eating my salad while you guys deal with Grimfoot's
Grimfoot's
trauma.
just gonna look over to the eyes in the bush.
Same here. This gives me time to get done.
Good morning.
Wait, sorry, what is Grimfoot doing?
He's just
Looking at the eyes.
looking at the bush and saying good morning.
Loud. Like, are you
Yeah.
saying it to the bush?
I'm saying it to the bush.
If you are doing this, I'm just gonna bring you to a map here real fast.
Well, shit.
The eyes were coming out of these bushes here.
Oh, I'm zoomed in.
I'll
too
let
far.
you all decide where you were standing, though. in
Which
this.
bushes again? I was zoomed
These
in
bushes.
too
These
far.
ones.
Okay.
There's like a fallen tree, and there is a very
Hole.
thick area of foliage that has a lot of bushes
Okay,
and
I'm actually in the
vines
hole.
that.
No, Grimfoot would probably be in the hole because he had to at least look towards it, at least close enough to
Because I don't think
Notice
I can be
that
in
it
the
was
hole and see
magic.
the bush. So I'd be
So-
here watching, just hand on axe while in holster.
There we go. Now I've got my dice.
Once Grimfoot greets it, though, what does it do? Or does it do
There is
anything?
no response. However, one of the sets of eyes you do not see anymore.
Can I make a perception to see if it's anywhere else?
Sure,
around us?
if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try because It's what he do, even if he doesn't have. I keep forgetting that he has a 5 perception. This is insane. Sorry, give me one moment.
Oh, 5.
Yeah, you know what? It's higher than some other of my fucking characters, like Xeris. Okay. Oh, holy shit!
I mean, you're not rocking like a 20, 24 passive.
Well, guess what?
I'm
I'm
not
rolling a
either.
15, and I got a 24.
Okay. What are you trying to
Right.
perceive?
So, really quick, actually. It was 23, my bad. Up one. I mainly am just trying to see if the eyes have moved anywhere else.
Okay.
And also to see through the bush at the figure a little bit better if I can. Or if I can only do one of those things, I'm just going to see if it moved anywhere else.
So, specifically, there is only one hunched over shadow in that foliage. You can tell now that whatever was in it before has moved out of it. With that 23, you don't know where to. However, yeah, no, that 23, you can't tell. You can still tell one figure is in that bush because the eyes have not blinked since you have seen them. And you're pretty adept at picking out predators in the wilderness.
That's more worrying. I think I'm a fuck off barbarian.
I will give you the shape you can tell in the bush. It is much larger than any feline you have seen that is a normal animal.
Is it bigger than me?
That you can't tell. Because you can tell it is hunched over right now in the bushes, kind of crouched over. It is just a very large humanoid shape.
I don't like that.
Gundar doesn't really acknowledge what you said. He's just still trying to keep eyes on the beast.
The scarier one's the little one.
Are you looking at it all, Grumpfoot? I
Yeah,
know you made the check originally to see them in the first place, I believe.
Yeah,
but now
I'd be keeping an eye out.
Okay. Make a perception check then.
26.
Oh, okay. I will reveal this to you. Who's in that bush? That one is... Yeah. So, in the bush, you see a large, hunched over... Grimfoot, roll me a spellcasting check.
$18.
You
I
can tell
tried to add 6 or 5
this
and it's
large
6 right now.
humanoid cat is some kind of non-natural transformation or condition. It's hard to tell much more, but you can tell there's definitely a witch's magic at work here. However, they're just sitting in that bush, just looking at you. You can occasionally see, like, a bit of saliva drip off from the tongues. You can tell it is probably hungry, but there's a little bit of intelligence behind the eyes.
Well... Either it's waiting to be told it can do something, or it's just sat here to watch us.
You know what? I guess at least I have, what's it called? At least I have alert, so I can't be surprised.
You're a barbarian.
Is-
You're safe.
You have or you are alert?
I have the feet alert.
I could try to dispel that, but I don't know if it would be that simple.
One of two things is happening right now, Grimfoot. Either we're getting encircled or it's waiting.
Oh, we're getting
Or both.
encircled.
So, got a quick plan out of here? Or are we gonna do this just the two of us?
A quick plan out of here. Why would we worry about that?
So, might be a little bit of a bad time to bring this up, but if I don't get out of here, you're dead.
If
If you don't get out of here, I'm going to die no matter what.
You can at least fly away.
Oh, yes, because flying will get me away from this. As he just gestures to the whole circle around them.
Oh, that
You're
was
more
funny.
squirrely than you let on. I mean, you'll find a way to get out of here.
Oh, I'm sure I could.
Exactly.
With
However, let's not focus on that. I only see one of them now. Can you see any more of them?
Oh. That would actually hear the steps of one. There is another one, Grimfoot. I should have tended. You rolled a 25, so you wouldn't hear them. They're not in your sight line, so you can't see them yet.
Right behind
Or
me.
in general.
Oh no, there's another one. It's moving.
I saw two. At least.
The other one didn't flee. It's still here.
It's probably trying to...
Wait for a good angle to pounce.
No, they're both going to do it at the same time. Hundar is like ready to charge his gauntlets right now.
You know, the more hostile you appear, the more likely they are to attack, right?
I have.
Although I guess
a
they would have
plan.
attacked us even if we weren't hostile, if that was their intent to begin with.
Grimfoot, I'm just doing something so I can do it a little bit quicker.
Since you rolled a 20. You can hear the steps of one approaching from behind you.
Ooh, behind us.
Only Grimfoot can tell this, though, but I'm just gonna give it to you.
I doubt that he would hide that
However,
information.
Grimfoot, upon seeing a second one, I'm gonna give you a spellcasting check.
Oh, fucking snowball.
The first one is Stripes.
Yeah, I
Next
didn't
one is
notice
Snowball.
that before.
Spell
funny.
casting, that's +6. 24.
you can tell these are werecats. Somehow, these poor, or maybe not poor, whoever these humanoids were that are now what they are, have been cursed with some kind of lycanthropy that is a cat strain.
I did not mean to do that. I was just trying to click on it.
Lycanthropy, huh? Now, who would I know that would dabble in that? Oh, wait, all of us. It's a curse, technically.
Some people see it as a curse, depending on who they are.
It's always hard to tell whether they were willing or not. But we've got two. And they've got us pincered. Which means we have the advantage.
I'm just waiting for both of them to rush at this, right?
Oh, never count out the third one.
Do you know how many cats this thing has?
I didn't know it had any!
So why are you saying that there's a third one?
It had one, and I didn't know there was one. And it had two, and I didn't know there was two. Why couldn't there be 3, or 4, or 10? We could be surrounded.
I'd like you to stop talking now.
You're the one that asked.
I don't want your opinion anymore.
Well, no, I guess it'd be overkill.
To be fair, it's a little bit of a more, how do I say this, refreshing thing not to be talked to before being attacked.
What do you mean? That's quite literally half the battle.
I'm just, nobody's monologuing, and it's nice.
Oh, it wouldn't be a monologue. It would be a back and forth of attempts at dealing with the situation.
Exactly. I'm just waiting for somebody to start talking, or somebody to start dashing.
I mean, if you want to be in the safest place, the center of the hole looks pretty damn safe.
Yeah, that doesn't really make me feel any better, if I'm being honest with you.
Why not? An
They have the
unobstructed
high ground.
Oh no, the high ground. The dragon had the high ground. How'd that go for it?
Are you suggesting we move into the hole?
I'm just saying, you're worried about the high ground. At least in the hole, there's no bushes that... They have to approach the edge of the hole. Or we could just walk away.
Are you done here?
Well, there was a house here. Well, a hut.
Here's the thing, if we leave, they're gonna take whatever is here. This has to have some sort of significance. Well,
Like
whatever's
what?
left.
The rocks?
Grimfoot,
If they were gonna rob this place, they would have done it. As you can see, there's not much left here to rob. The question is whether it was done by a good or a bad person. I could see either.
and you don't think that there's some sort of magical thing still emanating from this hole?
Oh, if they came to steal something from this hole, Hunter, they'd be really trying to piss me off.
Yeah, but their figurehead hasn't shown up yet, so maybe they're just
How do
guards.
you
Maybe
know? One of them could be the figurehead.
maybe they're just guards, and they're waiting for the rest of their friends to show up.
Why would they be guarding the soul?
In case you came back to it.
But why wait here?
To
Because it is a
count you.
surefire spot. But if they were keeping tabs on me, they'd know I'd not be alone.
Which is why there's probably more of them.
There's two so far.
Grimfoot, what do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm honestly just intrigued in what's going to happen.
Do you want to fight them or not?
They could be allies for all I know. Look
Do
at
you
how
wanna go try to
nicely
talk to
that
one?
one's staring at us.
Please, I insist
waiting
you
for
talk
a
to one
pet.
of them.
I did. I said good morning, and they so rudely ignored me.
Try to strike a conversation. Just saying good morning isn't conversation worthy.
That is quite the icebreaker. It works every morning on you.
That's because I know you.
It worked when you didn't know me.
It was a morning when I met you.
But you still said it back when I did.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You don't suppose they'll just let us teleport away, do you?
You can certainly try.
That's a powerful spell to just risk. And if you want to get back today, you don't want me to do that.
I have been trapped in, like, a day does not matter. What matters is us living.
It mattered 5 minutes ago when I had to drag you out of there and you were complaining that it'd be more than an hour.
You looks at you. He looks at Grimfoot, I should say, and he wants to say something to you.
Well, what's a little kitten to a big bull?
Firebolt of one of these damned things. So, are you telling me to go fight one of these things now? Because at this rate, I'm starting to get an itchy axe finger.
You know, maybe we should talk to them. Let's see.
You speak cat?
No, I'm a bird.
You have magical spells. I think you could figure it out.
I don't have that magical spell.
Well, sorry, I speak cow. My bad.
You don't speak cow. We already went over this. I asked you the other day.
We actually did, which
He's-
is the funny part.
He says one word in Minotaur.
That's not cow, that's minotaur.
Sorry, I get told I'm a cow so much that it's kind of starting to blur.
You forgot that you weren't?
No, just...
They must
Yeah,
be
never
enjoying
mind.
the show.
Oh yes, two teammates bickering while they're thinking about how we must taste. Yes, it's great.
I mean, that one's drooling.
I'm gonna look over to see if it's drooling.
Yeah, there's a little bit.
But clearly
So
they're waiting for an order.
I have one last question before we get this party started. What level of teleportation, like, what can you do besides teleportation?
What do you mean?
I mean, it's a powerful spell. What other type of spell can be cast at that power?
I could go into your body.
I don't like that.
I
Any others?
can make us look like something we're not.
I don't think that's gonna help anymore.
I can talk to the trees.
I don't think that's gonna help.
Oh, and I can curse it to death.
So if we try to teleport, you could still like heal me.
It depends. How badly are you gonna get injured?
He's looking between the two. Depends. So, at this rate, talk to them. If they don't say anything, I'll let you decide if we either fight or leave, or attempt to leave without fighting.
I'm just gonna call out in a loud voice. Do you want to talk about this, or...
Wonder how hot these things are getting. Sorry, continue.
Yeah.
He's basically charging up to slam down when they rush. I'm just assuming that charge is getting hotter and hotter.
Oh, okay. They don't respond. Grimfoot, they have not moved from the stance that they're in. They are seemingly waiting for something. You can see that.
Even a telepathy.
Ah,
I didn't hear any of those things talk, and I don't know if one of them has telepathy or not. I am
those
asked.
things? Nah, that's too stupid.
I just need to know if they said anything. So, what next?
Well, they appear to be waiting, so either they're waiting for us to do something, or they're waiting for someone else to do something. So we have two options. We can just go about our day, or
Kill.
I mean, it's rude to kill someone else's toys,
You were saying this about someone
especially
who
when
wants
they
you
haven't
dead,
attacked
right?
us first.
You were saying this about somebody who wants you dead, yes?
I'm assuming it is. It could also be someone who wants to ally with me. It could also be that person's master, who would not be happy. Then again, it's kind
I
of
don't
their
think
fault
they're
if
happy
they let
that
their
we're
pets
here.
play around. If that witch is upset that I'm here, she's got another thing coming. This is my house. Well, it was my house.
Okay, so humor me. Let's just assume, for good measure, that these things were waiting for you to come back to your not-so-house. And why wouldn't the cat been the one who done this?
What do you mean? They are cats.
I mean, their master.
What? Sit here for months to possibly years for me to come here.
Yes.
Although cats are patient hunters like that.
Exactly.
But I'm sure he's just got planned. He, she, I can't remember which one it is. She. I'm pretty sure she has traps set up in more than one place.
And let's just say this. I don't exactly think that felines are... I feel like felines are, at least of her kind, are easily replaced. Or of these kinds, not her kind.
You know how hard it is to not to make. It's more difficult than you think. Not
I
only
don't
do you
know,
have to curse them with lycanthropy, you then have to somehow usurp control of them.
It seems a
Which
lot easier.
lycanthropes are are known quite well for their inability to be controlled. At least during certain times.
Avandria is now looking at you again. We have fought golems. We have fought dragons. We have fought a lot of things. It is not out of the realm of possibility that these things are controlled or at least subservient in some way, shape, or form. I think.
No, I'm just saying they're not easily replaceable. I'm not saying they're not subservient. They're subservient. They would have attacked us if they weren't.
Then let's break their shit.
That's just gonna piss off their owner.
I
You
think
see
she
the
wants you
conundrum,
dead
Humble.
is the issue. I think one less of you to worry about is more weight off her shoulders is the issue.
Oh, please, if she wanted me dead, she'd send more than these.
She can't have all of her full pawns in one spot. Which is probably why they're waiting for more pawns.
Man, Honor just really wants to.
Or the
smash.
head.
Grimfa, I'm gonna let you decide if we fight or leave right now. Please pick.
I don't know if they'll let us leave,
Then we're fighting.
but I don't want to pick that option yet.
We're gonna stay here and wait for more.
No, I didn't say that. We need to do something.
Okay, so how about this? Your teleportation. If you start on it, does it use its magical doohickey charge? He doesn't know magic.
Magical doohickey charge.
That's crazy.
He doesn't know magic.
Glenn, did you see what I sent you?
Use those words.
Glenn,
Mm-hmm.
did you see what I sent you? I just need a yes or a no.
Yes.
Okay, that's all that I needed. I'm not saying anything else.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, I could just turn us both invisible.
They
Although they'll probably
have sight.
just track our scent.
What you guys doing?
Waiting for Captain Grimfoot to give the order. And my Discord to unfreeze.
Look, I've honestly just been looking through my spell list, like, what should I do here?
Fireball?
What's the one? Dominate monster? That's a nice one. Oh wait,
Yeah.
Azra has that spell.
That's
It'll
Wow.
dominate things.
She's a Dami mommy, let's be real. You guys didn't need to know her bedroom kinks, but there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Let's go for a walk.
Do you leave the crater? Oops, sorry.
I'm torn because part of me wants to make sure I didn't miss anything in the crater, but part of me
Can
also
we
just
kill
wants
him?
to walk away. Hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna climb back down in the crater.
They do not make any moves above the crater, Hondor. And you make your way down into the crater. It's a little bit perilous, but you're pretty dexterous to wear guard.
Just a simple dwagger.
Oh,
Bottomless
okay.
dwagger.
I'm curious how far. Oh, fuck. You know what? You're still in. Are you moving any closer than that?
I gotta go to
Amelia.
the center. That's gonna be
Well,
where the
shit.
helpful bits are.
Hundar is gonna slowly, once you start getting out of his walk range, he's gonna start to go down into the crater.
How are you
Okay.
gonna keep an eye on him from down here?
Something high ground.
Well, it's different now. You were supposed to keep your eye on them, but if you take your eyes off them, they're gonna move.
We're about to jump down in this crater.
I just want to look around the center of the crater.
Make an investigation check for me.
Yeah. Not bad. That's a 17. That's fairly high for once.
So you kind of just get down low and get to the actual dirt in the bottom of this crater, and you pick some of it up and you shake it in your hand, and then you toss some of it in your mouth and you chew on it for a little bit, kind of savor the grains, and you do get an extra planar taste from this dirt, and it is ethereal.
Why can't anything ever be easy?
Do I hear that? Or are you saying it like at a lower
He just says
voice? It saysn't.
If you got some of the dirt and potentially looked with more magic, you might be able to find out more. But the dirt just tastes ethereal for some reason. It's weird.
I'm going to pull out a jar and just get a jar of dirt.
You got a jar of dirt. You got a jar of dirt.
It's happened twice now.
You mean jars of dirt?
Okay, let's not mix it up with my other jar of dirt.
Christ.
Well... Sorry, I gotta write ethereal tasting dirt in my notes.
Ethereal piercing dirt.
Very important note.
The most important note.
Since you're right there, I'm going to give you a spell casting check.
21. Or wait,
kind of-
22.
You stomp your feet around a little bit. It doesn't feel like it's the most stable, obviously, since it's a crater, but there's just something odd about it.
Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna back up a little bit, and I'm gonna use mold earth to kind of just shift the dirt in the center more.
As you
Just
shift
see if anything happens.
the center of that dirt out, you see this slightly ghosty, murky pool that's just sitting about, I'm gonna say 10 foot by 10 foot in that crater that's just circle around. I'll draw it. Just like this murky kind of occasional white, slightly greenish gray, and it reminds you of a place you've actually been before. However, now that you've molded this dirt out of the way with your previous 21, I think you know what you're looking at, but if you don't, you are seeing a color pool to the ethereal plane.
Hmm. Maybe this is what they were waiting for.
Hundor,
Sorry.
Snowball disappears. There's still, however, Stripes watching you, though.
One of them's gone.
Well, then just find it again. But don't take your eyes off the other one.
But to chuck my fucking axe at him. Even though I can't do that.
Violence, violence.
I'm going to summon Tessa.
She poofs onto your shoulder, looks down at the pool, looks over at you. Please tell me you're not doing what I'm thinking.
Well, it's safer if you do it than me.
Aw, dang!
As you wish.
This is
This'll
why
fly in
Azra
colorful,
says
then.
you abuse her.
Do you tell her to come back right away?
Just come back after you see what's on the other side.
There's about 10 seconds, and she will safely land on your shoulder. The ethereal plane. There are occasional phase spiders, but they are scared of the swamp. It's seemingly the border ethereal on the other side of this place is much stabler because of who's been protected.
Hmm.
Anything else I could not see because I came back.
But it is possible to come back.
Yes. It is a two-way color pool. Some, I believe, are not like that, but this one is.
That's what I was afraid of. Well,
Grimfo, now that you're looking at this hole more, it's not perfectly circular like most color pools are. It's slightly teared a bit in places, and you can see this is not natural. There are natural color pools that look like near perfect circular pools of whatever portal to whichever plane they're at. This one is not.
oh man, got some Reese's.
Share. Sharing is caring.
No.
Hmm.
Sharing is
Someone
caring.
opened this.
From what I remember, you can't have sugar tip.
No, I can have it. I just can't have a lot of it.
Okay, well then, yeah, we can share.
Sweet. We'll cut it in half. Then we can cut the sugar in half.
Exactly.
Well,
Right?
Handor, how safe do you feel?
Haven't got attacked yet, so safe.
Okay, good. Then you're safer alone.
Wait, what? Grimfoot.
I'm gonna walk into the color pool.
Okay, you do so. And you transport to the ethereal.
You are never
As
getting
you
him to go with
walk
you again.
through Grimfoot, your body is as it
You said you
normally
felt
looks,
safe.
but it's almost like everything else around you is not fully formed. Like parts of it are almost morphable in certain ways, but at the same time, you can also tell there's a very spiritual is not the word I want to use. What's the first one in my head? However, you are in the ethereal plane, and you walk through to the other side, and it is mostly a mirrored version of what you are currently standing on. You are standing in... Actually, no, you're not standing in a crater. You are standing on a hill now, as this color pool is right on the top of a hill. And you can also see this side of the color pool is jagged in some places, and it does not look natural.
I'm going to just try to take in anything of note in my surroundings.
I would make you make a perception check. However, you look almost right in front of you, and down this hill there is this giant set of footprints that just goes down it and off deeper into the ethereal plane.
Ah. Now, I'm a curious creature, but that is a Hundor-sized job.
No. The size of the actual prints themselves are about Hundor's body size.
That is bigger than a Hundor-sized job.
And it's also walking down from the color pool, if I didn't make that. There is no footprints up to the color pool, just down.
Something big came in here.
My music got intense, so I'm sorry, Hundo, you're probably gonna die now.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
What is what's visibility distance wise? Is it
You can't
too
see
murky
more
beyond
than
a
500 feet. The trees themselves act as somewhat of a wall, even in this weird amorphous place. And if you walked up to the tree, you could probably walk through it, but it's very hard to see through it still. It's slightly clear, but at the same time, it is opaque at some times, and it's almost like it is trying to mess with you. You are finding it harder to move in this world, but I believe you have the mental stats to let you.
At least I got wisdom.
It is...
I don't know.
To you. Yes, it is wisdom-based to move through the ethereal plane.
I've got wisdom and charisma. Intelligence is the one I don't have. You know what? Hondo has really talked me up lately. I feel confident in following these footprints alone.
So, just to give you an idea of what the realm is like, there is no gravity. It is normal time to the material plane, as you kind of can tell that just from your magical abilities. Everything else seems pretty normal, other than you almost have to will yourself to move forwards in this space. You could walk, it would be very hard, but there is no stat associated with it. You just willingly have to push your body itself with its mental power, although it's still the same as movement.
Sorry, Grimfoot's eating his pizza as he's looking around.
Don't worry. Dar's eating ice cream. It's fine.
You know what? I'm going to, which is kind of, yeah, fuck it. I'm a walk or will myself to follow these footprints. Trying to be quiet, but I don't know how well quiet works.
So as you're in this space, and you are pushing yourself through it, there is not many other creatures that are living in this ethereal forest. You do see occasional phase spiders, but they don't seem to be hostile immediately to you. You can see there is a phase spider den, and there's a blink dog occasionally that you see, and other creatures from the ethereal plane. But I assume you're just trying to follow these footsteps more than anything. You're keeping an eye out, but you're trying to. So as you follow these footsteps, they are once in every 50 feet. Whatever is laying these footprints is very high up in the air as it is moving. Just, it has long strides. And as you're kind of going forward, there's more and more thoughts coming back to you about what this possibly could be, and how your master may have moved her house around in previous times. And you can tell the thing that is laying these footprints as you are following it is your master's house.
Baba Yaga.
I guess that's one way to keep it out of people's hands.
However, you know that it only listened to her.
Yeah.
And now Hundor's playing goldfish with some werecats.
But it just goes deeper and deeper, and as you follow it through this forest, you get to the edge of the forest and the edge of what Tessa said she knew was safe because she could see it. And it walks past this and keeps going on into the much more deeper, non-border ethereal.
That is too far to go alone. I don't want to disturb anything that might be angry.
You got any 4 stripes?
Well, hopefully Hundor's still alive.
He comes out, the stripes ripping him to shreds.
Grimfoot's gonna... Ah, man, I hate turning around at this point, but I'm alone.
No, mate. Keep going, you'll be good.
No, man. The border ethereal can be dangerous enough. Going deeper on your own is not a good thing with my hit points.
Deep ethereal is such a great place.
You could get lost in that shit.
It's like if the bottom of the ocean was like filled with horrors beyond the dreams of a horrified child.
Let's just say the deep ethereal is just as terrifying as the far realm to me. It is not a place you want to just go. Kind of the astral
But
sea,
it'd be
too.
fun.
I would much rather be in the astral sea though than the deep
yeah.
ethereal in the
Oh, yeah.
realm. But
Astral Sea's the good one of the 3. But I'm going to return back to the hill. and step back through the color pool, and
do
hope
so.
that Hundor's alive.
He is. Unless Hundor somehow unalived himself. But he is
No.
there.
How long was I gone?
You had to walk a decent while, so Hundor, he was in that pool of, or lack of color almost, for an hour, I'm gonna say. Taking him probably an hour to get to the edge of the forest. So for this hour, you have no idea where Grimfoot is gone until eventually he comes through the portal.
Sorry, I had a mouthful of ice cream, but I said, "Oh my god." Okay. Good to know.
He's contemplating your murder.
I'm not. Maybe Hundar is. I'm not.
No, Hundor is. I'm not saying
Oh, yeah,
like
maybe.
you as yourself.
If Hundor's not doing anything special for the time I'm gone, I walk back out.
Does it make like a noise when he walks out?
I mean, you hear him humming.
He is watching this thing in like I don't know. I think this is okay to say, like a Mexican standoff type of way.
Yeah, you can
Oh
say
hell yeah!
Okay, I didn't know.
It's
However-
safe.
that's nothing
Then-
derogatory, and it's actually a legitimate thing. So
Okay, then never
I
mind.
just love the idea of like the sweat coming down Hundor's brow as he looks between them both.
There's
One
only
of
one.
one of
Oh
them
yeah,
is
he
still not
lost
there.
one. He lost one. That's right.
Snowball is still not there.
However, as soon as he hears you humming, his head darts to where you are.
You just took your eyes off it, didn't you?
He looks fucking angry at you.
Not angry. Fucking.
Watch out, Grimfoot.
Grimfoot, you're getting laid
Roger Clark.
tonight.
Grimfoot, guard your cloaca.
He's laying more than just Z now. He got the confidence.
Save that look for Z in the bedroom.
You're getting a firebolt casted at your feet.
Was that supposed to be a threat?
Grimfoot's like, I'll show you a threat. Like Beetlejuice rips his skin back from his skull.
We're in my element right now. We're in a fucking forest. I can be a threat.
Are we leaving?
Well, I mean, I'd love to delve deeper, but I think this is an all hands on deck kind of thing.
Cue
So I'm
a
gonna have to
cat
convince the
walking
others to
in.
come here. So I'm gonna walk up to Hundor and take a look around to make sure we're safe-ish.
You do still see one. You can make a perception check though.
26.
One of them
Okay.
is gone, but the one he moves around at certain times to try and not be seen by you, but you can see him with your owl eyes. You're used to this,
So
Grimfoot,
what you-
trying to find the cat hunting you in the forest.
So what you do,
Yeah.
Grimfoot, is you
Just
fly
like watching
down.
for the snake hanging on the tree branches, I was watching the brush for the cat.
No, you gotta pinch the end of the cattail, because that's how you get cats to meow. Fun fact, that's what my mom did as a kid.
Well, I guess. We're gonna need all hands on deck. So, keep us alive for a minute, Handor. I'm going to start casting Windwalk. I'm not leaving this teleportation circle where they can read the glyph.
What? What? Damn it. Oh, gosh.
I know how my spells work. I specifically asked you back when I took the spell if it left a circle behind or not. Someone
I,
capable of understanding it could read it.
If Grimfoot put a Sai in danger, Azra would definitely kill him.
You're right. I should go to the Lord of the Lake Circle first, so that if they follow, they go to the Dragon Kingdom, then go.
Oh my god, if he
That
did one
would've been
straight to
amazing.
Azra's kingdom, oh, she would kill
Oh,
him.
not yours. No, the Blue Dragon Kingdom.
However, he is not going to make any aggressive acts to you as you are casting Windwalk, and you can Windwalk away if you wish.
I'm guessing I'm not coming with.
No, you become wind.
Windwalk affects us both.
Oh, I thought that we were like I was staying so you could go get them.
That's not
You
possible.
think I'm gonna leave you here for probably days?
Yeah.
Just having a stare down with these cats?
You guys promised Azra 3 days of vacation time. There's no way in hell
know.
she's moving.
This thing's been gone for a while. A couple days isn't gonna change it. My only worry is that something else is already delving in there.
Or that something else just got alerted to the way to get in there.
Yeah, that as well. There's no use covering it up either because the cats already saw, and if they are working for their master already knows.
Mm-hmm. If you didn't want them to know, you should have killed them.
We're gonna go.
I'll pop you to the map real fast, just so
Well,
figure that out.
I think we're gonna stay in the forest. I'm just trying to
Okay.
think of which witch's hut I'd want to go to. Because sadly, the one I trust the most is not the one alive anymore.
Damn.
You know what? I don't even know if she's gonna be in the forest right now, but I'm gonna go to Anoa, the Serpent's Master.
She is in the giant tree, and she has to stay here because she is the holder of the book right now.
That's right.
So you can head to the giant tree that
Yep.
they all live in, or that she lives in. Some of them also live in it, but some of them don't.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the big tree and I'm gonna look for Anoa.
Okay, you can do so. You have to ask the tree itself, but after a bit, you can get the tree to open to her door.
I knock. It's the polite thing to do.
It just slowly opens, and she is there, currently just churning away at a gigantic potion as you approach. Greetings, Grimfoot. Is there anything you need?
Just a place to do a magic a teleportation circle that where it can get cleaned up. I'm being watched. Again.
Now, sadly, I can't help you, because that would be breaking part of the game.
That's right. Dang it. I guess I could just fly for just a couple hours in a direction. Those cats aren't keeping up.
Good job.
I don't know what you mean. The cats are clearly keeping up right here.
Why are you holding the enemy?
Good kid.
Tiff is conspiring with them.
Azra already
apologies
was.
for
Why do you think
bothering
she has part of Grimfoot's hair in her bag?
Not at all. It's good to see you coming back. Unlike others.
Yeah. All right. Well,
As
this-
I'm sure you remember, the swamp is not a place to hunt.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I remember
That's why
that.
they didn't attack me. I'm just used to everything being dangerous at this point. I'm sorry.
While you are in these swamps, as long as there's no gigantic fire elemental beating the forest to death. You should be safe.
Hmm. What about the ethereal portion of the swamp? Is that covered?
It should be. That was your master's area of expertise. I should definitely go and check, but I've had my plate a little busy.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, it seemed very clear when I was there just a bit ago. But you never know. I was focused on something.
So you have found the port. Do you know what made it?
I'm assuming a house.
A house decided to pull its way out of our world and into another. I wonder why. I don't know.
Me neither. That's why I want to investigate, but I currently only have this meathead.
Just looks
Yes,
more
he
annoyed
is.
now. He just looks more annoyed now. He's not saying anything.
She's just gonna look you up once. If you don't have a place you're going to when you die, I'm sure we could work something out.
Last I
Damn.
checked, I was going
Never
to the
mind.
Beachlands.
She saw the gloves.
Oh, yeah, right. Still not getting used to that.
Don't worry, he'll have multiple things vying over his soul and at death.
Gosh damn it. You know that they don't like that when people do that.
Who doesn't? Just whoever wins all the legal battles in the end.
That's
Legal battles.
for the divine and the hellish to decide.
That's
The
for
dragon-
mechanists to decide, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
will not deal with them.
I don't think it's
I
a
am
good idea to
very
deal with
lost.
Mechanist at all.
The Dragonborn cackling as every Daedric prince and the divines fight for their soul.
Sorry, I don't remember if we met this one or if this was just one Grimfoot knows.
Yes. You've
And
met
Noah?
all of the witches that are still at the swamp.
Okay.
One is missing, and one of them died.
Oh, it's that one. I just pulled up the art for her.
It's a Noah. It's the Serpent's Master.
Mhm.
Well, I apologize for troubling you.
No, I just like her
No,
because of her
it
hat.
was nice. Thank you for seeing me, Grimfoot.
Not a problem. Andor, let's leave the nice lady alone.
Hundor. I'm gonna remember that name.
You know,
Oh, you've done it
usually
now.
Grimfoot. Usually we introduce people, but
Why does Hundor
I did.
attract
I
all
just
the
said your
weird
name.
people? He attracts
Now.
the vampire
What is-
dommy mommies. He attracts the witches. Why is he attracting everyone?
It's all of Joey's characters, not just Undor.
What do you
That's
mean? It's
true.
his
He
pure
is a-
innocent soul.
He's a level 14 barbarian who does that, or not 14, 12 barbarian. Who would not want that?
That's a powerful. That's a force capable of taking on like a small army on its own.
Oh,
Fair
I
enough.
want to go barbarian guarding everything I have in the D&D world. Except I'm gonna make it so they can actually fight flying things.
Boots of flying? Nah, they'll forget to activate them.
Yep.
just give them a ring.
They'll forget to activate the ring.
no.
Okay, only Eric Croca barbarians,
Button.
and then
Um,
one Kenku just because you felt bad for it.
Also, the Asimar is the one that can fly for a minute because
Oh,
it only takes
yeah.
a minute to kill whatever it's killing, anyways. You know.
I'm just
Oh,
thinking
yeah,
of
'cause
Raw
that'd be a,
America, but not a mage.
That'd be a zealot right there.
I don't know why.
That's the scariest one.
I was thinking of other jewelry, and then Bao's certain ring popped into my head.
Hmm.
I don't know why, and I was like, wait, they figured to activate that too, never mind.
If that's what you want Hundor's ring to look like, I
No.
don't want to say anything.
No.
But no, Hundo. I mean, I just introduced you. I said your name. I've said her name. Introduced. The more formal you get, the harder it is to not make a deal.
It's nice to meet you, ma'am.
You
I mean,
fool.
if we get Hundor... Oh, sorry.
You look familiar.
I don't know why, but that's more worrying than I would have hoped.
She just kind of walks over to you and she just has the spoon that she was using to stir the potion. That just kind of uses it to tilt your head to the side a little bit. Maybe it's just the horn structure.
She fought
Have you met-
Ryoden.
That's how Ryoden died. He got cursed to death.
Have you met any other minotaurs?
Oh, I haven't written them all down, but I want to say 24.
That's good, just based off of a guess.
That wasn't a guess.
Yes.
Well,
Thank you
that's
for
good.
remembering my keen mind, Grimfoot.
Well, that's good memory you got there.
I'm probably the most organized out of the witches.
To the point that some might not consider you a witch.
I think some would find how controlling I am a witch-like trait.
This is also true. Organized and controlling. Very terrifying. And sadly, a certain serpent also gained.
However, I think it's now time for you all to go. It
Of
was
course.
lovely talking, though.
Of course, yes.
Grimfoot just has to piss everyone off.
But
It's his charm.
what's wrong with mentioning her familiar who went astray?
Turned on her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You know what?
Pandor, I hope you're ready for a long few hours. You've already been here for a couple. What's 8 more? Oh, I guess it's more like 7.5 now.
So, why?
We don't want to be caught, and we don't want the circle to be found. Which means we go the furthest distance we can.
He just nods a little.
It's fine, I'll have you back to Z by dinner.
Don't know why. There's like a scene that popped into my head, and it was just Kundar in his thoughts just punching him over and over and over again,
Depending on
and
how
then
far,
it just comes back out.
depending on how far you wind walk, you might just be able to get to a city with a teleportation circle.
Yeah.
Kaysen had one, which is how you guys got there in the first place.
Yeah. And I was leaning towards going back to Kaysen. Which might not actually be the full 8 hours. It's just Grimfoot assumes.
Because you guys walked to Kaysen. Oh, no, you guys walked to the forest from Kaysen. So
Yeah.
it was a much longer trip, and it was only about 3 hours walk. So you get there within like 30 minutes.
Oh man, that was a long 8 hours. Okay, now where's this circle at again?
You don't know?
I know where it is. I don't remember whose place it is. Or if it's just at that. What do you expect from me? To remember every single person's house that I have a circle for?
Yes.
I just memorized a glyph. Like we could go to the Lord of the Lakes vacation home in a nick. Don't know why that one specifically was marked down that way.
I wonder why.
We could also go to the princess's bedchambers.
No.
Or I guess it's her personal manor. Not really. I don't think it goes directly to a bedchambers.
You know, now that you've introduced me to somebody and that we're not having where cats stare us down, I think it's kind of time to mention something, Grimfoot.
What?
The reason I wanted to stay so badly was because the night before I had proposed to Z.
Well, that's boring. I thought it was more interesting of a reason.
Fucking Christ. So how did Grimfoot die?
Grimfoot?
He apparently said that proposing to someone was a boring reason to not want to leave.
He's just looking at you for a moment.
I think Hundorf decided to curve stomp his skull in.
What? It's true. You know how many times mortals get proposed to each other and then nothing happens? Let me know when you actually tie the knot, then I'll care.
Just whatever you do, do not ask Grimfoot to be the priest.
I can officiate. Just don't expect it to be in the name of the divine.
Grimfoot. You are the
Let's
first
make a deal.
person I have told you. You are the first person I told this to. Let it be known that you just said that.
He's the first
It's the
person he's told this
first
to, but Grimfoot's the last
person.
person to know.
I know you clearly don't care, but I was at least expecting a congratulations.
You'll get one. Hundo, I'm a witch.
Grimfoot's seen more
I've
breakups than
served a
marriages.
witch. I don't think you understand how many people you try to use magic to get through their relationships.
Just sad or not. Either way.
You expect me to say I'm proud of you?
Damn, that cut! That cut deep, man!
I know it definitely is a gutsy thing, and that's not exactly something you do when it comes to relationships.
I'm not.
Damn.
I wasn't looking for people to be proud of me. I was. It doesn't matter.
You don't know what you were looking for.
Clearly not.
But whatever it is, it's not what I can offer. What I can offer is a very intriguing night in bed, if you ask.
And I come through. No.
He caught up!
However, we're suddenly here at the tower where the magic circle is. Is it a tower?
Good.
No, I believe this one was a red dragon. For simplicity's sake, they're not here right now. However, you can go through and enter and use the teleportation circle if you need to.
Whee! Magic.
Where are you going?
Well, obviously, you should always arrive at the Feora study unannounced while she and her girlfriend are finally getting alone time.
I'd like my head not to be mounted onto a wall. Thank you very much.
If we're lucky, they're doing it in the bedroom. If we're not lucky, they're doing it in the office.
I hope they're not doing it in the room with the teleportation circle, because that's where you're going.
Yep.
So,
I
go
hope-
I'm
to the
I
room
hope
also
with the
they wouldn't-
pretty
teleportation
sure
circle.
we're still out on
Yeah.
a date right now.
That's-
I would really hope they wouldn't do anything like that in a room with a teleportation circle where any of the priests could just show up at any time.
Listen,
I
though,
know,
all I'm
maybe-
gonna say,
maybe they're
Cam,
brighter.
is it's a wizard's kink somewhere to be banged where their circle is, because it's all
The
about the fear of
exhibitionist
being
wizard.
caught.
Yeah, the exhibitionist. Yeah.
The exhibitionist, there's an
That's
exhibitionist
That's
wizard
the
out
same
there.
wizard who uses disguise self to just make it look like they're wearing clothes in public.
It's always the
And the way
it's
of
the
flashing
thrill.
people is dropping the disguise self.
Yep.
It's
No,
the thrill
they've got like a
of-
hat of disguise. And they
Yeah,
just
it's the thrill of being of the chance of being caught is what.
Now I want to play a
turns them
nudist
on.
character. That's their gimmick.
That would be
Ryan's just so triggered.
That's random.
However, yeah, we go to Asaya's circle.
Yeah, but you can head to the teleportation circle in her pyramid, which is the public one, and you can head there. However, is there anything you are doing in specific? Because I'm going to jump to someone else.
No, that's pretty much all. I mean, I've got to talk to them, but they've got to do their shit.
I'm gonna jump to Senka then, because she was on the bench thinking about her mission the last time, I believe.
Yeah. Which I guess doesn't really change what she's gonna end up doing, really, but it is something that's like, yeah, when everyone's back together, I'll let them know.
You
Let's
guys, we go on
see.
vacation and you find more quests.
Exactly.
I didn't do shit.
To be fair, you go on vacation and it's the intermission to where, like, hey, here's all of your quests.
Mhm.
So it's actually, yeah. It's the time between chapters.
Still have to do that whole fucking thing with the weapon upgrade.
Yeah,
Small
you
time.
do. Yeah, you do. You haven't mentioned that yet to her.
Ryan, can I get a skip over for right now? Considering I'm thinking exactly what I want.
Sure, if you're thinking, we will jump to Asaya and Azra then, who are
Yeah.
getting done watching the sand surfers now, we will say.
Alright. I mean, Azra's just letting her lead the day.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't
Um,
get to, leave much.
Is there anywhere else in this town she wants to be? Probably not. So, we might be going to a new town that you haven't been in yet.
Sweet.
That's what's gonna happen. Oh, wait. She might be angry about her going there. She can't go to that place. That might be seen as work.
Depends, we can go there, but she can't do work.
Okay, you are being taken to. That's the actual map, sure. You are taken to the beautiful, beautiful city of Budastis, and you are taken to watch one of the many fighting games that goes on in the arena itself, as since Bastet is a deity of war and protection. While the combat is violent and that you could see in war, there are still a game element to a lot of it. Like, you will see sand ball being played, or wrestling, or other very physical events. But you can watch some of those fights, and then you are taken to this beautiful tower that is surrounded by a garden, and you spend most of your day here just looking over the very nice flowers that you have not seen anywhere else in Asharia. In this garden, there are plants from Avandria. You even see some that you saw from Nothnar in the Emporium that you went to visit in Anik.
Mhm.
This is a garden. There's also a couple plants that you don't recognize. However, she does look at a couple of them, and you see her pick one of them and place it in one of your fins. Or behind your fins? I guess that would be better.
Pinned like an ear.
Yeah. And it's this very kind of nice blue that matches the fins also. It's
Mhm.
very light cyan blue.
Well, one's blue and one's green.
So she'll find a green one then and put it in the other fin.
The weird thing of my design of the character.
I recognize these flowers, but I have never seen them on this continent before.
Maybe somebody just likes to procure more?
These are flowers from a different land entirely. I think they're from the Godlands. Wonder why they're here. However, she just thinks on that for a little bit and continues to look at the very beautiful flowers.
Azra's probably staring more at her than the flowers.
Fair.
This.
But, I guess you would go to a food place after the garden. You'd go to, in one of the side gardens, there's, this much more natural kind of place where there's a lot of fruits and vegetables, and it's cooked in different... It's a vegan place, basically. But, you can get a nice meal there. There is a couple of meats that are on the menu, it's not like there isn't, but it's mostly natural stuff that is grown in the garden.
Okay.
That was Autumn.
Oh.
But yeah, she's just kind of taking you through these places. Is there somewhere you want to go? I know you haven't been here before, but I can take you someplace.
I feel like you're already overthinking this.
You haven't been to this city before. Do you want to see something? It's the city of Bubastis. Is any beautiful Bastet temples you want to see, or...
I'm pretty sure the real beauty's here in front of me.
I would say flattery only gets you so far, but it has gotten you that far. What other places are there? She's going to take you to the circus that is here. Forgot there is a circus. Is in... She takes you down past the merchant district and into a place where you actually see a decent amount of elves. Sun elves in specific. But you see elves here that they're not native, but they're probably welcomed into this city because of what they are.
Yeah.
But you can go there and you see this pretty amazing circus where there is a bunch of high flyers and trapeze acts and all of the very cat-like people are very, very good at all of the things that they're trying to do. Balancing on tight ropes, trying to juggle each other in the air. But she takes you there, and you can enjoy the circus.
Alright. Azra's purely letting herself be led around, as well as pushing her to go to the places she doesn't probably ever go to because she's too busy being the Feora, thinking she's important. Not that she isn't, but that she's trying too hard to be important and not taking breaks.
So you can see that she is definitely trying to enjoy this day. However, you can see her, like, staring off at points, and you can tell she's probably trying to think of how she can fix the country.
Anytime she, like, starts that stare off into the distance, it's either, like, a kiss on the cheek, a boop on the nose, like a slight tease of a hair pull, just something to get her attention away from wherever
No
she's
slap on the ass?
No, she'd probably do it at some point if they were walking. Azra has no shame.
Okay. You can break her out of her stupor. However, she keeps going back to it, as her instincts are. But you can distract her, you think, for most of the day. At least 2/3 of it. Which, for someone who is addicted to working, she probably hasn't done much.
You know, you're really putting me to shame here.
Why is that?
Here I am, hundreds of miles away from my country. And, well, yes, I have done work. You are completely putting me to shame in any attempt that I think is work.
Just when I'm in my towns, I walk by and I see a poor beggar over there who's trying to make his money, and I can't focus on anything other than trying to stop that man from being poor. Or if I walk by and see there's a broken building, I want to make sure that building is fixed. It's definitely not natural, and I can tell that, but it's for the better good.
Is it? It seems like your own destruction at this point.
My people need me. However, they come second to you right now.
Flattery can only get you so far. You're still in trouble.
Okay. Is it because I'm working too much that I'm in trouble?
Yes.
Well, now that my brother's saved, hopefully he'll be taken care of. At least the other half that he should have been.
Okay, but now everything you've put off because your focus was on him is now going to everything you put off.
Yes. But I'll think about that
No.
after these 3 days.
But you can't even let it go right now. If I could take you out of this country for even a day, I would. Then you can't work.
I would love to see where you are from. I truly would. And that mountain range that you mentioned that you climb.
But there's always a but.
I can't leave.
Exactly. Is that like an ever thing?
Well, I haven't tried, but I've been told I shouldn't.
So you're bound to this whole place for the rest of your existence.
Let me think if any past Feoras have.
Would you
tried
rather
to
use the
leave.
book? Then you don't have to think. Do weird.
I don't know if you want to pull that out, and then I grab it and it just makes a giant book again. Just give me some time to think. I can try and look through my past lives. She'll think on it. No, I can't remember anything. Maybe I can.
I mean, I'm certain all your powers and stuff are more here than there.
I would say we should try it. But I don't know what would happen. Are you looking off thinking about work now?
Maybe. Not really.
Hmm.
But I kept your attention longer.
Yes, you did. You're very good at doing that.
What would happen if you left here?
Until that sun is gone, I don't want to
No,
leave.
yeah, I mean, that'd be like
However, after that
relatively fine
sun's
in a
gone,
destitute state.
I'd be willing to risk it, I think.
So in like half of my lifespan.
Hopefully that sun will not be there for half your lifespan.
I really hope so.
But wars can last a very long time, especially those that are fought by the gods.
Can't they just take their bickering somewhere else?
That's how I died in the first place. So no.
No getting between gods bickering.
They
Don't
know what
shrug
they
your
are.
shoulders at me and do. I know you have this need to help and fix and be amazing. But don't do it.
Don't help people?
No, don't get between two gods bickering. Even if
I
you
will
think
if
you
it
can help.
means to protect my people. I care more for the mortals on this plane than the gods.
Okay, if the gods are fighting and it's affecting your people, you call us.
I would not like to do that. I would not want to put you in the position of a god's anger. Although I have once.
I'm pretty sure it's
Technically?
already happened, and I'm pretty sure we had this conversation, because Grimfoot almost died, and then I actually died. Azra making jokes about herself dying. Zaya trying to cope that Azra's not.
her trying to accept the fact that you died. You bringing it up. I won't let that happen again. If I can stop it.
Why are you so paranoid about it?
Well, let me check. You have about 800 more left, I think. I want at least all of that 800.
I'll live longer than that.
I hope. Be very nice.
Unless I piss off more gods. Which I'm doing actually a pretty good job at.
What?
Pissing them off or not
Is there
pissing
any
them off?
more than the ones that I know of?
Ezra pulls out a book, just not even thinking about what she's doing right now. This is probably the worst thing to do in front of Asai, but Ezra's definitely not caring.
Okay, what book?
Where's my list of our enemies?
It's in the group stuff.
Where is it? Party notes. Yeah. Alright, so we've pissed off Uthalon, the Empress. The general we actually saw with his blade when we went and stole that other blade. We obviously... Grimfoot has that weird snake lady who has the Book of Apopus, which is not good. And she's aligned with Ouroboros. And then there's Set, and then there's Tiamat, then there's the Draco Lich in the mountain, then there's Vecna, Falgir, Levistus, it's Dr. Stitch making those nasty flesh golems, who also has the body of the Sfahanse, Thune, Ginny's
If your goal is
Curse.
to not make me think about my work, it's not doing a very good job right now. This might be the one time I can say that to you.
Boogeyman, Null, Telonia.
However, I think all of these are ones
Baphomet.
you've told me of already.
I definitely didn't tell you Telonia. I never bring that one up. Baphomet, Evil Null, Sekhmet, Beelzebub,
I think
Kanala,
you told her about her, like, before you knew she was the Feora.
Darinka? Maybe Orcus. Still in the air. And Darnagist. Darn whatever his name is.
I don't think there's any new ones on that list. I just thought you had made another god angry at you.
Well, I probably have. I think I was warned about something, but I'm gonna choose to not think about that warning.
Shouldn't you tell it to me so I can help you out?
Well, I'm pretty sure I made eye contact with the Black Knight of Tiamat, or whatever they are. Pretty sure I made eye contact with him. It
The
may,
Black Dragon Knight?
yeah, I think it was him I made contact with.
I have only fought 2, which I think I told you about.
Yeah, I think you did. Then I ran into the Squire of the Red One.
And how was your conversation?
Well, of course, you know, since I ran into him, I had to talk to him. I just couldn't put my finger on who he was. And after, like, a couple words, I was like, I shouldn't be talking to him. And then the conversation kind of went stale. And then he just kind of left.
So he didn't recognize who you were?
Oh, I have no clue.
Because if Tiamat's on your list of enemies, then he probably would have tried to capture you if he knew who you were.
I don't know. I feel like it also would have been weird to see a black dragon in the City of Brass, but you know...
It's the City of Brass. You can see any race from any plane there.
I don't know. He kept staring, but I stared back, so it's okay.
Seems like it was a good conversation then.
Not really.
Wasn't-
I did not know what to say when it finally clicked in my head who he was.
Well, you said the right things because you didn't fight him?
No, we definitely did, because I definitely think they were after my younger brother, possibly. No, we know they were after my younger brother. Well, who he worked for was after my brother.
The Red Knight was hunting your brother.
Family connections with gods and things.
Is there something you're not telling me, Azra?
What do you mean?
I'm just... There's a lot of things you've told me, and I feel like I should be connecting something right now, but I don't want to say it out loud until I hear it from you.
Azra, who says a lot about nothing without actually saying the real thing. I don't know what you mean.
You said your family has a connection to... what?
Well, Dad was a knight to Bahamut.
Is that
the ring
it?
I wear?
Yeah, I remember you telling me about him. You weren't that vocal about your mother, though.
Well,
I've had to pry to get information on her.
well, you know how mothers are, and Mom...
No, I don't, actually.
I wish I didn't. Actually, that's a lie, but Mom was just harder on me.
Was there a reason for it?
Probably because I didn't act like a lady half the time, and then I got sent to the court, and then I acted too much like a lady, and then it was intermixed. I think we were too alike.
Oh, did you?
But I'm really surprised you haven't noticed.
I'm sorry, but relationships with parents are something I'm really bad on.
So, like, I told you, the sister's a lich, she went and stole from a lich, now she, like, all that bad stuff. Well, like, Mom, what's the word? She really liked the dragon gods, and she had a particular favorite, and like our family kind of now has deep connections from Mom's side to that one, and it's nothing bad. It's just what's it's just Consipsis / Nos, they just... Mom really
Can I
liked
ask,
them.
there are 2 Black Knights, as there are 2 Black Dragon deities. One of them had passed. Which one was she?
From my knowledge, she worshipped Consipsis.
Okay. That's fine. I don't see why that should be a problem then. The guardian of the dead in the Dragon Pantheon. He was himself overtaken by Falgia, though, and then banished to the Abyss.
And I may or may not have worn my mother's armor into the dungeon with the other Black Dragon Knight.
Armor? I don't see any armor.
Again, really surprised you haven't noticed. You're usually pretty perceptive.
I can't tell any armor.
Pretty sure I'm still wearing it. Or it's part of me, or I don't know how this works.
Is it hiding?
I don't know.
Is it dormant?
Probably, because last I checked, I'm pretty sure most of the gods hate me.
Most of the dragon gods?
No, I made a goal to appease at least those ones.
I don't think Chronepsis was the enemy of any of the dragon gods, other than himself, I guess, and Tiamat. It was very neutral.
I believe so.
Sorry, I'm going off of what my previous lives have had memories that have delved into this, so it might be a bit off on the ages. However, I don't think it's that far off. The Chromatic Wars were a decent time ago.
See, nothing to worry about. Everything's fine.
But you put on its armor.
Not intentionally, I just kind of was exploring the ruins of my home and, like, touched a weird thing, and then, you know, armor just kind of, like, grabbed on.
As it does.
Now, I don't want to say that whatever blessing that armor gives could be considered a curse. However, that sounds very similar to something like that. If I can't see it, that could explain why. A blessing, a curse, whatever you want to call it.
Is that like tomato?
Well, a blessing and a curse is, I guess, a matter of thinking. Depends on who worships what deity sees it as such. If someone's house is cast away, they might see it as a blessing because they can become one with the world. Others will see it as it is, a loss of assets and money, and will be beside themselves. A blessing or a curse. Armor that you can't see and are unsure of the nature of. A blessing or a curse. Do you want help trying to bring out the armor?
No, that counts as work.
Well, you said my work. That's not my work, Tech. It's helping something that I have great interest in and I care about, so it'd be something I would much rather do than visit a circus while I feel as if my people need me. It's not work if I'm helping you.
Is it?
I don't consider it such.
Where's that?
Helping people I care for isn't work.
Spam.
You sure about that?
I don't see it as work.
Ah, sorry, Tiff. Couldn't get it in time.
All good, Cam. Thanks for trying.
However,
Well, it's at least not happening today.
The longer you go, the angrier that army could get at you.
You're saying it's gonna swallow me up and kill me one day? That would be interesting.
No, but when I fought the other dragon knights, the armor was somewhat sentient.
So I have to talk to it?
I'm unsure of what kind of sentience the armor could have. It could have a mind of its own, or could just act based off of your emotions. Magic is as it is, can be anything. Especially that, a blessing from the dragon god Tiamat.
Interesting.
Or a curse from the dragon god Tiamat.
A curse would not surprise me.
Although yours is a bit different, though. As there is 2 black knights, you are null, and you are not tied to the chromatic queen.
No, thankfully so. Ugh, I do not even want to think about that.
You've met, I believe, another Dragon Knight of Bahamut. Or a Dragon Knight of Bahamut.
Yeah, Vastragoth.
Yeah, sure.
That's not the right name.
Gosh dang it.
It was the one in the Holy City.
Now I have to go look for it.
Starts the T.
Oh, frick him. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I immediately
either-
remembered him because he was weird.
I have a feeling that even though I couldn't tell you were wearing that armor, he probably could since he's wearing a set. And that Squire probably couldn't tell because he wasn't wearing a set either.
So you're saying I have to go talk to that weirdo and try and figure this thing out?
I'm saying if you don't want my help because it's work, then that's your best bet.
Ugh. As was just gonna pinch her cheeks, I said no work today.
It's not working if I'm helping people.
Help yourself before you dig yourself in a hole.
I don't know what I can do to help myself that's not work, so helping other people is what I rather do.
The too good and pure are always the most work.
Azra, don't be selfless. Sorry, but I can't help it.
Can't help it, I gotta.
Swear I'm gonna have to put you down in a seat. I'm gonna have to teach you to say no.
No.
Azra will do like an impression of an old person. So when the would you help me across the street?
Well, based on your age and the age of the average lifespan around here, sure, Grandma, let's go.
Ugh, this is what I'm saying. You need to say no. The last time I took you in public and someone touched you, you collapsed.
Well, I think we know why that was now, though.
Stop always saying yes. If you don't survive, your kingdom doesn't survive, so you need to learn to say no for your own sake.
So do I say yes to this or no to this? Because if I say no, I'm disagreeing, and if I say yes, I'm doing what you don't want me to do.
Ugh.
All damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's what it's called.
I love it.
I'm going to wrap you up, and I'm going to duct tape you down, and you're not going to be allowed to do anything.
What's duct tape?
I hope it's not in this city, at least. Not out here.
Alright, now that picture that I posted earlier actually actually fits. Or I should say the GIF.
I swear being around you is gonna make me a better person.
I like you just the way you are, so don't change.
So keep being a moderately egotistic, very sarcastic, and cheesy asshole? The light Azra sees herself in.
If that's how you describe it, then yes, I want that.
You have weird taste.
Yes, I do. Wait, sorry. No, I don't.
Azra just starts laughing.
However, you can enjoy the rest of your day, unless you have anything else that you want to speak with her. I'm gonna move along.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you spend the day in Bubastis, and you eventually are teleported back to Amun, and I'm gonna say that everyone else in Amun had like 4 hours left.
Alright.
I don't think you were in the forest for that long. So we will jump to Amun while they are still in Bubastis, a little bit of a time skip, but...
Yeah, Senka's pretty much just spending the day drinking. Or not.
Okay, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think of what to do right now.
You're killing Grimfoot for dragging you into trouble.
Senka has an idea
You're
of what
finding-
I didn't drag him into trouble.
You're finding your fiance.
We were safe.
Yeah, you know, that's a good one. I'm gonna go and find the...
Okay. You... roll me a pure investigation check.
Ah, damn it, I'm worse at those.
Condor's gold pouch just got lighter as Azra's sibling dipped their
14.
hand into it.
Hit.
I swear they made you 2 bats longer. Yeah, sorry, what'd you roll? I was getting
14.
music. Since you guys aren't in the swamp anymore, it just makes sense to have a place to... Riddle 14, you can't find her.
Yeah.
You don't know where Z is. You don't know where Bernie is either. She's with Bernie, likely. Or Bernie is by himself and Z is by herself.
Mundar just in his head screaming.
You look lost.
Looking for Z.
Just get magic messaging earrings like Azra.
But that's cheating.
No, it's not. No, what would be really awkward is if Azra slept with somebody with that earring in. Just saying.
We're back to the voyeur situation again, I think.
Yeah.
I don't
we weren't.
know if that's the word I would use for angry demi goddess, but okay.
I mean, I could say the worst version of it, but I'm refraining from doing so.
And
Um,
why?
No. Yes, but no.
Why did my mind go into the earring accidentally activating mid-act?
We all
Can you
can't
at
have
least
a
help me
Senka
find
watch.
her?
I can't even find a house, Hundo. Of course I can find a person.
Oh,
he was he like opened his mouth and then closed it.
But if you're expecting me to cast a spell, that's not happening. I literally don't have a spell that locates people.
I mean, just use your whole
Use your
you're
whole grip.
more
Use your-
perceptive
use your
than
whole-
me. You are more
The mem-
perceptive than me.
The moment.
That is what I'm trying to say.
Damn, is that Hundor's bed talk? That's crazy.
Listen,
You
Grimfoot
sure-
offered to bet him. Now he's just realizing he should have taken the offer.
I didn't specifically say I'd
don't
bet him. I
think
said that I
Hundor
could give
rocks
him a
that way,
night,
sorry to
a
say.
very interesting night in bed.
I don't think Hundar's into that. So,
Man, I guess I won't cast enlarge on your pinus.
he didn't need that anyway. It's too big to begin with.
Is it?
Fine, I'll cast enlarge on Z.
It is. That would be more
Perfect
useful,
size.
actually.
You get 1 minute.
That would
you
be
should,
perfect
you should
size.
be done quick enough.
Does that mean
Dude,
that, does
that
that mean
was
that
gonna lay down.
wait, so does that mean she's gotta give it a hug
Hurts.
job?
What?
Does that mean she's gotta give it a hug job?
No, that doesn't mean you're gonna hug them to be a same size. What
Anyways,
the fuck, guys?
Hey, Joey,
my
I'm just
instincts
probing.
tell me to look for the most workshop-like room, so that's what I'm gonna do.
You can head to, well, you probably guess the forge is the first best guess, and you go to the forge, and while Hundor missed this because he was just looking for a person, you see this very nice piece of paper that was like halfway through being written.
Ooh, paper.
You look at it and you read it, and it says, it's actually a journal, basically. And she was writing on it, sent a message to my sister about the news, got silence, unsure what to think, and halfway through that, it's gone. It's done.
Oh no, she got kidnapped by your sister.
Hmm. I see.
I see. Mm-hmm.
I
And
told you
there
these
you
things
have
don't
it.
last long sometimes, Hundor.
However, while you're
What?
looking at this book, Grimfoot, on the other side of the page, you just kind of go, and you can see this is her personal journal. So,
Oh no.
yeah.
Oh no.
Learn, Grimfoot, learn. Invade
Grimfoot.
privacy. Do the Grimfoot thing.
I think the difficult part is the giant thing right behind me.
He doesn't know what it is. Do
Bet
it.
he kind of does because they're dating.
That's
and
if
he
she's opened
might-
it in front of you. Girls don't open their diaries in front of boyfriends. I'm sorry. As a female, I never kept one, but I had friends that did, and that's like taboo.
Okay, well, then I guess some people are just different, so we'll leave it up to whatever Ryan decides. How about that?
I think it's up to whatever.
Oh, no,
Grimfoot
you
decides.
haven't read her journal. I will
Do
say,
I know
this
what
is
the
her
cover
journal
looks
that she
like?
also has her sketches in, so some of them are just full-page sketches of the gun that
So-
she is working on for Azra and the arrow tips that she is working on for Senka. More, those are closer into the front.
Here's the thing, though. I'm not saying I've read the diary. I'm saying what I know what the cover looks like, because I probably have seen her write in it.
But,
As her sketches for her work, but I don't think you would have seen her diary in it.
It's
I'm
just
talking
Z's
as
journal.
a female.
It's basically just a book that Z has.
I flick my wrist and it disappears.
Oh, yes! Okay.
It's just on an outward look, it just looks like her sketchbook. But as you flip through it, you can tell there are like diary entries in some of the pages. But I'm not going that far until someone decides to read them.
Oh, it's in Grimfoot's
I gotta
pocket
w-
dimension now.
I
I'm
gotta
happy.
wait. I've got a big man behind me.
But
Well-
if you're trying to do that in front of him, you need to roll a slight hand check.
Oh hell yeah! I
will
love
give
these.
him his passive perception, or if he wants to make a roll for it.
I don't even know what I can and can't roll anymore.
Uh-oh.
What he just told you, a perception.
No, I just mean, like, I wouldn't fucking know what the book is, so why would I care?
I'm gonna say it again.
Victory.
It's Z's book that she writes her sketches in.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's Z's book, so
Yeah, it's Z's book.
Yeah.
That's what you
Okay.
know.
you'd be I feel like you'd at least be watching me do this.
Yeah, so you said perception, basically.
Unless
26.
you want to use your passive
I
perception, which this is a case where
Physically
that would happen.
cannot even beat that, so never mind. I'm not going to
If you
roll.
get a natural 20, you get the best
Yeah.
possible outcome.
Oh, never mind. Okay, well, you know what? Let's pray to whatever.
Doesn't mean you're gonna find it out, but it's the best possible outcome for you.
Oh, give me a
That's how
natural
a D20 is
20.
listed as.
Son of a bitch.
That
That's
was a
28.
deception.
That's a yeah,
Oh.
not a perception.
Oh,
Is
it's
it the
down by
same number?
1. Sorry. No, it's down by 1. There you go.
Yeah.
20. That is a.
You see him
I'm a-
walk over to the table, and then just as he kind of brushes his arm and robe over it, it just disappears. And you didn't even see it in the room to begin with.
So I don't know it was there.
You have no idea Z's journal was taken. You did not see Grimfoot snatched away, since he can do it almost instantly with one of his magical abilities. If he was going to like put it in his bag of holding or like in his backpack, it would be a lot more obvious. But this is something he can do.
This is just my thing.
You.
Everything's just somewhere.
You see that Hundar's getting like a little anxious.
It's okay. I'm sure her sister just is tormenting her a little bit.
All brides
Her
get cold
sister.
feet.
Yeah, her sister. Who else would kidnap her?
I have no.
You did
clue.
just drop a bomb, and I'm sure she told her sister, and now her sister is...
Or there's
Well-
10 million other more people that could have tried getting her.
No, it's definitely her sister, Hot Dog. Calm down.
How do you know?
Because I'm me. I know everything. I'm waiting for the insight check.
And son of a bitch.
Uh-oh. You have a
I'm not
21.
wise.
No
21.
chance.
I've got a +8 to deception. Sleight of hand and deception were picks for a reason.
He's a witch.
Okay. Well
Yeah.
then, how about this?
It's my bread and butter.
How about you tell me if you know everything? Tell me what I used to do before I became an adventurer.
I don't know that. That didn't happen under my jurisdiction.
Oh, but then you don't know everything.
I said that I know everything I need to know.
I've also told you what I used to do, so that just means that you don't remember what I told you.
Bird brain.
Then you don't remember everything.
He didn't say remember, he said no.
It's
Different
still-
thing though.
It still falls under. He knows it though.
Just because I can't remember it doesn't mean I don't know it.
Nothing about it.
It's still in my brain.
Like gone.
You know, it just takes about 20 history checks for him to actually think about it, so that takes a lot of rolling.
It's a lot of negative ones, man.
That's what you do in real life, is you just roll history checks in real life until you think of what you're trying to think of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do a history check? I'm doing another one. I'm doing another one. And then 2 days later, in the middle of class, you finally make it. You're like, that!
Exactly.
I only go over one history check.
Well... What do you want to do while Z's gone?
Bachelor party!
And don't
just
say wait
kind
for
of
her to
know.
come back.
You just kind of notice there's a little bit of worry on him.
Oh, please, her sister will kill her. I think.
Okay,
I'll send a
so
DM to Ryan real quick.
not gonna lie, it's kind of been a day. So can you find Senka for me?
You have no way to locate people, and yet you're still asking me to do this. And you're asking me to find the hardest person in the
He's
in our
towering
group.
over you as you say that. You are better at tracking people than I am. I have had to
To
track.
track someone, you need this trail. What is Senka best at not leaving?
But
I may be the best at finding people, but she's the best at avoiding people.
I will say this. You have pushed every single muscle in my body today.
But I haven't touched you at all.
I'm about to go insane.
Are you asking for acupuncture? I could do that.
I'm about to acupuncture you.
Couple ice needles here, ice needle there. It's gonna be really good. You'll feel so relieved.
It does sound really nice.
What
And
are we
you won't
supposed to
puncture
like?
me.
Where are we supposed to like? I don't know. Do something with an elemental today.
I don't know. That's your guys' problem, not mine.
Our problem, actually, I think it kind of revolves around me, which is kind of your problem, and by proxy, sorry to say.
Last I heard, we were taking a 3-day break.
So we're gonna
And-
take a 3-day break and then go somewhere else and then totally ignore it.
Totally ignore what?
The elemental thing.
Well, the elemental thing isn't my problem. It's your problem. It's your job to handle it. If you need my help, you can ask. I offered.
So here's the thing. I helped you today by going with you.
Yes,
On
I helped
a-
you. I told you where Z went.
That's
That makes us
a
even.
guess.
It's not a guess.
You left me
Z
with that thing.
is with her sister.
Okay, you know what? Let's not even begin to do that whole thing really quick. You left me with that thing for an hour after you basically said toodaloo. So, you're going to help me.
I mean,
You are going to help me, Grimplay. And then we will be
I did
even.
help you. I found out where Z went.
2,
I'm
3,
about-
4.
How much longer will he
5,
last?
6, 7. Okay, 8. 8.
What?
wait.
What? What
Um,
happened?
So, as Hundor, as you're just kind of standing there talking to Grimfoot, Grimfoot, you've been watching as Senka has been stacking golden necklaces on his horns. And then, Hundor, as you finally break out of your focus, you feel one hit your horn and kind of tilt it to the side. And then you kind of look over and you see Senka's just like hanging from the, I guess what are these called? The forge blower. Oh gosh, I can't think of the word right now.
The bellows?
The bellow, thank you. She's just hanging off of the bellows, just placing them on your horns.
Is this maybe a rolling fucking sleight of hands, just back
And
to back
he
until he fails?
Can't fail until he rolls a 1. So how many was that?
That was 8. She's got like
There's currently 8 golden necklaces that are just
and she's got like 7 more in her
hung
hands.
on your horns.
I have a question really quick. How long does a rage last?
6
As
seconds.
long as the way that I'm doing rage, because a barbarian is just going to punch themselves for 1 damage every single time if they can. So you just need to take 1 damage. You can apply that to yourself if you want by breaking your thumb and dislodge. I don't know. You're a barbarian. Barbarians should be able to hold
Mainly.
their rage for a minute if they just
Okay, last
willingly take a damage themselves.
I rip out a pubic hair every time I need to
Ah.
extend my rage.
Yeah.
You almost made me spit take.
Right,
I
I
was
thought you
not
learned your
expecting that.
lesson. You can't drink around him.
Yeah, no, yeah. I actually fell for it there.
So, once Senka gets to notice, you can just
Hey, look, I
see-
found her.
all of the rage
Now we're
on
even.
Hundar's face as he just starts to. He usually, for as best as he can, he doesn't usually try to stomp. He is stomping, walking away as he goes to try to find like a practice area for like fighting.
Guys, he's doing the minotaur thing. He's
Oh,
stomping.
some poor
Angrily-
soldier is gonna go die
As you
now.
angrily stomp and walk away, the jingling of gold necklaces jangle on your horns. But you make your way out to the training yard.
Are there any
Milsector,
training
that was
dummies?
intriguing.
And when you go out to the training yard, you see the Guardian of the Sands that are just out there training in formation and in unison. We're gonna go with they're going with martial arts today.
Are there any training dummies?
There's a ton of dummies. Just pick one in more formation and beat the fuck out of him.
Yes, on the other side of the training yard, there are a bunch of dummies.
So, he's gonna slowly take off all of the things that were around his horns, put them into his bag, set his weapons down, and he's gonna go start beating the fuck out of all of those dummies until they are nothing but whatever material they were made out of, just in splinters. For
Secretly,
the
it's
next,
sandstone.
he could probably punch through it.
Oh, he definitely could. Sandstone's very,
It-
not soft. It's a soft rock.
Yeah, it's soft rock.
It's a malleable rock.
However,
Thank you, Ryan.
he's
Well,
doing
that's the
this
word.
for 5 minutes. He's using all of his rages, is basically what I'm saying.
You can train out here or release your aggression.
Yeah, he's releasing aggression. He's not training.
You're probably
he is punching.
imagining some of those training dummies are werecat shaped, but you can destroy them. And
Possibly in good
oddly
shape.
enough, after you destroy one of those training dummies, after a minute's time, it slowly remorphs into its shape. You are fighting a training dummy of sparring.
So basically, I break one, I go to the next one, start breaking it, then when I turn back, it's just...
Yeah.
I basically just break them 5 times,
Yes.
and then I'm done. Okay.
Well, you'd be doing this for quite a bit. You're using all your rages.
It's 5 minutes.
How long does
Now,
combat
5
normally
minutes
last?
of constantly destroying training dummies is going to... It's a lot of work.
That's 500 rounds, man.
Yeah, that's long combat.
That's fair.
If
Never
it's just
mind.
5 minutes, that's still a long combat. You'll be tired after that.
Longer than he
That-
lasted with
that-
Z.
That's his...
I'm sorry, it was
Yes,
right
we're
We're
there!
going to fast forward to Asaya and Azra making it back to the capital. And yeah. You both arrive back in, I'm gonna say, the very large training yard because not training yard, courtyard.
I was gonna say, if we
And
were
we're
arriving at the
back.
training yard, I think Azra would have way too many comments to make right now, and that's not good.
Over. You are in the city of a moon.
I wonder if Z picked out a dress yet. She does seem like the type to overanalyze.
I feel like she's the type to have had a dress picked out for if this ever happens.
You know what? That's fair. But we don't know anything, as we agreed. We both don't. We don't know anything.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah.
I just remembered it.
I did too. Forgot that only currently Grimfoot and Yeah, I think only Grimfoot. I don't think Senka heard that.
No, not yet.
Grimfoot's the only one that's been officially told.
Yeah. Although Senka and Azra know.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
and
they do know.
yeah, we
Yeah.
know. We watch
Yeah,
through our
'cause you-
familiar.
They watched
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
from the shadows while I was just doing my own thing.
Mhm. Yeah. Hex
And then
Jasper
Azra was
were
very cryptic about it with Asaya.
Mhm.
But Azra's not very good at being cryptic, so it was mildly blunt. It was just they both agreed we didn't know anything until it came out of one of their mouths.
Yeah, that works for Asaya.
Yep. Where can you know what? Where would a bunch of idiots go? A bird brain. I almost said the first thing that came to my mind again. Where are they so I can avoid them? Mainly because I don't want my nice day ruined.
I could tell you, but that wouldn't be fun.
Ugh. Sometimes I think you find joy in watching me squirm.
Maybe.
Alright, so I'm going to deduct that much money out of my inventory for the gold necklaces, because I said I got 15 of them. I'm also going to deduct a little bit more, because I would have bought some alcohol at the tavern.
Okay. Works for me.
How to avoid idiots.
The only,
Well,
2 gold at most.
Alright.
Unless you were buying a gigantic bottle, which I don't think you were doing.
We'll go with some higher grade and a bigger bottle.
Oh, okay. What are you buying then?
Let's see here. Let me do the money real quick so I don't get sidetracked with that. All right, there we go. The money's done. I would say I'd buy 2 high shelf. I'd buy 1 big bottle, and I'm gonna buy like 5, 10 smaller bottles of the 2 gold bottles. Gonna definitely going to make the larger one whiskey.
Let's say, the large ones I'm just gonna say are 40 gold. The medium ones are 15, and then the small ones are 2. Just deduct however much you are buying, because that was a lot of stuff you were buying.
Yeah.
Well, to some people that's a lot. It's probably not a lot to Azra.
No.
Azra's poor.
Or
Let me put. Like I said, I'm gonna put it in, but I gotta find my calculator real quick. So it was 50 for the big. You said 25 for the smaller ones?
15 for the
15.
medium ones, or middle shelf ones.
Alright. And then... said I was getting 10 of the smaller ones? I think so, yeah. I'll just be straight another 100 gold right there. Okay.
If I was Senka, I'd be creeping on people. If I was Grimfoot, I'm either thinking about making a potion, I'm going to check on my weird pet thing.
Or I'm creeping on people.
We're more creeping on people. We really are a party of creeps.
How offensive.
You're the one who has scrying.
Yeah, but I don't scry on people, I just talk to them. I send them a message. I'm not a weirdo.
The 3 of you are voyeurs now, because you all have voyeur spells.
Oh,
I don't have a voyeur spell. I just have a familiar.
You watch me fuck.
Damn right I did.
Well, I guess Find Familiar is a voyeur spell then, because it is. it's
you know
technically
what's even better though? Flock of familiars. You can watch an entire block worth of people fucking.
You just watch an orgy.
Oh my god, you get that entire like studio camera view where you get different points of view.
Let's switch to this
No.
one next.
Gotta make sure to have that glory, the one in position for the glory shot too.
That's fucking wild.
I've got a spider in the
Changed to
corner.
this shot, then that one.
Is that magical
Also,
porn he's
while
made?
Hundor leaves and rages away, I'm just paging through that journal. Just
Oh,
let you
okay.
know.
I love the way Hundor's horns glisten. No,
If
she'd write it
you're
more
going
like
through,
it's a schematic.
which part are you going to? I will say there's 3 main parts to this book.
Yeah, the more recent stuff.
The more recent stuff? Okay. There is a decent little bit on the most recent page of her night with Hundor. Unless you want me to describe it to you.
No, I don't need a description.
So you can go past that page then to, there is a little bit on just all that she could remember that happened when Hundor proposed and the scenery around it. And at the top, there's just a date, and there's just 2 hearts around the date. I would say,
I hope Hundor
yeah, the
remembers
time
that
is
date.
probably also there. She'd be able to tell that. The actual time of day.
I didn't even think about Hundor remembering that.
And then if you keep
At least
flipping-
one of them will remember.
If you flip through it a little bit, there's a decent part on her sister. Because that happened right before you came here.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you looking at that?
Yeah.
She
Family
wants
drama.
she wants to her sister to be proud of her. 1. She also wants her sister to have a better relationship with her daughter than their mother has. And there's a big part of right now she does not know if she should talk to her mother about the marriage. That was in the little blurb also.
What are you reading there, Grimfoot?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're here. Oh,
Still
it's
here.
Yeah, it's just Z's journal.
Oh. You reading
Have
through
you ever
everything?
peeked in it?
First time I've seen it.
Oh. Well, that's boring.
I swear to Christ, if you start passing it around like it's a fucking, like it's some sort of book reading club, oh my
It
god.
is! It's a book reading club for us. It gets boring.
Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, Hundor apparently proposed to Z.
Oh yeah, he did that last night. Yeah. Jasper saw it all for me, and so did Hex too.
Oh, so I'm the only one that didn't know. Got it.
Apparently,
Your
yeah.
familiar was the only one not spying.
That's because mine hates the desert.
She probably wouldn't choose to watch that either. Unless
I also am the only. I am also the only one whose familiar has sentience.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Jasper does. You just have a super familiar.
That's
Just-
True.
I just imagine, like, fucking.
She's really afraid of telling her mom about the engagement. Don't know why. Her mom seemed to love Hundor the last time they saw each other. I think I remember her melting a wall or something. I can't remember exactly.
Oh yeah, I remember that scene now. Yeah.
She seemed very happy about
We're
the
there for
entire situation.
Yeah, she seemed a little hot about it, but her dad looked cool.
She's hot for Hundor.
I
That's the
hate that
problem,
joke.
guys.
Oh, and her sister kidnapped her.
Oh, is that why she's not?
That's what I'm assuming, at least. I mean, look at this line right here. It's the last thing that was written. She had just told her sister, and then she disappears while writing it.
Yeah.
Her sister's a powerful mage. That just seems like what her sister would do.
I mean,
Either
Yeah,
that, or
she
she's kidnapped by something else that's super powerful that we pissed off.
Or, you know.
But we don't need to worry Hundor with that yet.
I mean, if we're actually
If we
truly-
find her charred corpse, though, then we might have to start doing some burying.
I highly doubt we're gonna find a charred corpse. but I
Fucking
feel we're gonna find
god.
Just saying.
Well- Look, I'm just having hopes that it's unrecognizable and we can convince him it's someone else and then dress someone else up like Z.
Are you gonna do that again?
No, I'm not gonna possess a corpse. That's fucking terrible.
Possess a corpse? I mean, you used what you did last time, or thought you were Z.
That only works on living things.
I just imagine it's
Oh.
like a fucking Clark Kent situation where it's like, oh wow, I really wonder where Z is. Grippa just sneaks off and they're like, hey, I'm here.
Why is Grimfoot and Z never in the same place at the same time?
So if
And
that's gonna,
maps.
so if that's gonna happen, Grimfoot, you've got to essentially mind wipe someone. Make them think that they're an engineer, and then make them look like Z,
The
and that's how you're
worst
probably gonna
part
have to go.
is,
Either
Azra has
that-
modify memory, and you all know it.
Either that, or I just have Azra make him believe that Z broke it off and ran away.
Oh my god, that'd be horrifying.
You.
I couldn't do it. That's the worst part.
Oh my
I could.
See, we're not just a party of creeps; we're also a party of psychopaths.
We are.
Understatement.
We are definitely.
It's for good intentions, though.
Yeah,
It's
we're
only if she was dead and you didn't know how to explain to Hundor.
This is also true.
Either that, or we can make it
Just
real
telling-
interesting, and when we find her corpse, have Azra make him think he killed her. Then we can help him through that grief.
Maybe we should probably do the plan before all of that. Probably see if we can bring her back to life first.
That's too much work.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we know quite a few probably powerful enough priests to do it.
Yes, but then we'd also have to explain to Hundor that I was wrong, and I don't want to do that.
Well, then we do it without him knowing. We go get her revived, then tell her that, hey, keep it hushed. You know.
We modify
nuts.
her memory to forget she died.
There we go. See, happy ending.
What great people. We're always thinking of our friends.
Of course, we don't want to put a heavy burden on them.
You're fucking insane.
I mean, if you can't be sad about her death if you don't know she existed in the first place.
Just tell.
I'm just saying.
Just tell the dude his girlfriend died. Jesus Christ.
No, that's
don't
the
worry.
easy way out.
Your girlfriend went to go live on a farm somewhere.
Yeah, she went to go live in a
Oh, you know
in upstate Avandria.
You know what? Her brother died. She was forced to inherit the family business.
No.
So she had to leave, and her mother won't let him see her anymore. Problem solved.
Perfect. She's the
Yeah,
heiress.
okay. So now humor me. What happens when Hundar, the barbarian who doesn't usually think very much about things, goes back to the plane of fire again to then try to?
You've solidified the easiest part of this. Hundar the barbarian, who's incapable of casting a 7th level plane shift spell.
He will beat up a nerd to make him go to the plane of fire.
And I'll get a spell that binds you so you can't leave the plane.
Plane of binding is insane!
Yeah.
Dude, okay, look, listen here, Glenn. You have watched.
Hey, hold on. I want to
to
roll this back a bit. Hundor, you're saying that we're all insane. I want you to know you have a witch, probably the most insane person you could probably get to your standards because you can't comprehend their goals. You have Azra, who has a death wish, who would rather kill herself or drink her sorrows away than have to deal with any problem in her life. And then you had Senka, which up until recently, her little life goal at the end of her life goal was to literally Johnny Silverhand herself.
Okay, but humor me here. Humor me for 2 seconds. You make a good point here, Cam. However, I know D&D is different from what I'm about to compare this to, but there has been so many other forms of media where the power of friendship and love beats all. Fuck you.
Fuck that!
It's human determination and will.
Does
Oh,
friendship
you
and love have
Hundar.
stronger bullets than actual guns?
I'm
I
a
don't
level
know, but
I'm a
I'm pretty
level
sure
12
Hundar
witch,
would get
bitch.
I'm pretty sure if Hundar were to
The-
get shot by a 50
I mean,
cal,
to be fair,
the fucking thing would break on his chest.
to be fair, I'm gonna say this right now. You're not wrong that the power of friendship trumps all else. When your team has like 50 more people than the other.
Yeah.
But they also
The
have.
friendship just gives you more weapons.
Hi, I use the powers of deception and manipulation to save the world. And by save the world, I mean for my own best interests.
Hey, I use the power of stealth and backstabbing to save the world.
I'm just an asshole that gaslights people into pain.
There you go. Use the power of gaslighting.
You're just a bard. What do you mean?
You guys are.
So,
You're welcome.
so yeah, that's all. It's just she's definitely with her sister right now. If Azra were here, I'd have her check, but Azra's not here.
Comfort also knows Azra would kill him.
How far is the coven thing?
It's only. Let's see.
I think they're in range if they're in the palace right now.
Yeah, that's the thing is you might be in range since you're in the palace.
120
You're in the same spot.
feet.
Okay, yeah, no, you have to still get
It'd
closer.
be.
Eventually, I
However,
will say they would pick up each other. That would
however,
probably
Ezra does have my token, which means I should at least be able to sense my token within 10 miles of me.
Oh, yeah, you can tell the token is back here then. It arrived actually when you were reading the book, we'll say.
I mean, I could ask her right now, but honestly, I'm afraid what kind of response will come through. She might accidentally hit the button at a bad time, so to speak.
So to speak.
I guess the only upside is there's no automated response. She has to actually go out of her way to respond.
Oh, you mean Azra?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the worst response you're gonna get is it's no work today.
No. The worst response would be a lot of noises.
What kind of noises?
The kind that a sire makes her make.
Oh.
Sure, that's the noises he's heard.
Same noises that Z makes Hundor make too.
No, somehow Hundo
Yes,
gets
Hundar
up to
the
a higher
bitch.
pitch.
You know what? Fair. I should know. I had a front row seat to it.
I just give off sub energy, I guess.
Well, to be
Well-
fair, bulls make very high-pitched noises.
Yeah.
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 They
so It
do.
wouldn't be too out of the ordinary.
No, it wouldn't.
Never mind.
Considering my
not
true.
grandmother always
I'm
had
sure
beef
she can
cattle.
she can turn Hundor from a cow into a pig by making him squeal.
Oh my fucking god today.
Also, I'm 90% sure that the area around that room was suffering from a mini earthquake, by the way.
I
Honestly, part of me just wants to make sure I know silence to let people sleep.
Azra, who knows
Really?
silence and Tiny Hut.
We should also get
Yeah,
Hundor
tiny
one
hut,
of
yeah.
those.
Tiny hut works.
We should,
Nothing
also,
with
we
that.
should also get Hundor one of those those little signs that they have at inns for privacy.
I'm gonna ignore the sign anyways. That doesn't do anything.
You sure as shit did.
But yeah, so hopefully Z's with her sister.
Right. Also, I have some news of my own.
She's
Do?
getting married
So
now
do I.
too.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we wait till like the end of tomorrow to tell it then.
No, let's tell it to each other.
Oh, okay. Well, you first then.
My master's house got up and walked away.
You know, I was about to say, something along the lines of, as if you were joking or something, but considering you were a witch, she was a witch, it probably did. Yes, it did.
Into the ethereal plane.
Oh, even better.
The deep ethereal plane.
Don't we have to go there anyways? So we have to go. So we have to go to the deep ethereal to find a house and a soul. Okay.
And some weird old man.
Yeah,
Robot
yeah.
True.
thing. I guess he's not really a man. He didn't look like a
I
man
would
when I
say,
saw that
that
vision.
sounds horrible, but what I'm about to say is going to sound even worse. I mean, the Crimson Mist. I had Alessandra show up and tell me that the Crimson Mistress has another person for me to track down.
Another one already?
Yeah, I've got about 6 months to do it. It's just that she's currently on a boat in the middle of the sea between Asharia and Uthalon. You know, the one place we're trying our best to avoid?
It's fine, it's fine. I'm sure we'll be fine.
True. You know, it's just a small part of my head is forgetting memory-wise. If I forget that Uthalon actually has Navy ships stationed in that sea, but I could be wrong.
I'll give you just a little. Both of you together, I want you both to roll Arcana checks for me. Or, sorry, your spellcasting ability. I know Cam wants rolls Arcana.
Yeah, that'll be my Arcana.
19. This is my last
18.
day of the +6.
So, Cam, you know that this bay is a bay that they use for military exercises. Since its location, it is very, very secretive. And Uthalon has ships that can go under this water that they have been experimenting with in recent years. Your father's one of the people that knew about it, and you were able to figure out about it since then. That was a very long time ago. You're imagining they've probably gotten pretty far with this technology. So, while there is a naval presence, it is mostly under the water.
Oh.
However,
No.
Grimfoot, learning of this bay, you know there is said to be a few portals to different planes in it. It's just gibberish or tall tales that is told between other things. However, there was some kind of meaning to it in some way, at least you think, or that your master thoughts. However, you know that bay is very, very deep. It's said to be a portal to the plane of water.
Oh, that's just not good.
It's also said to be a connection to the Underdark in the water, completely submerged.
So
There have been sightings of aboliths and other horrid creatures that dwell there, but they've been spoken off as tall tales.
So
And
we're
the
looking
Navy
at
would
either a person on a boat, a person in the plane of water, or someone in the Underdark. That's what I know.
I'm going to be honest with you, that doesn't narrow it down. Because unfortunately, I just remembered that, that bay is used for military drills. And back when I was still in the Empire, they were testing out new ships that could dive under the water.
Oh, great.
And I want to remind you that was decades ago, so they probably are a lot more, developed and advanced now. So that doesn't narrow down. It probably narrows off being on a boat above the lake.
Well, there you go. We've knocked one thing off, the surface of the water. The easiest one to search.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be very fun.
So that means we're gonna have to somehow either get a hold of a boat that can dive under the water to search the Underdark or the plane of water.
Why not just swim?
You know, I could swim. I don't need to breathe, but I think the rest of you do.
We don't have to.
Also, swimming down that deep, I don't know what's down there, and I definitely don't want to fight it underwater.
As
Just
of
saying.
trying to creep past them without being noticed with Asaya.
What's your stealth?
I don't know, we're gonna find out together. Because
Okay.
knowing Azra's luck, she'd run into you guys.
Yeah,
24 perception.
22 passive.
I also, once she's
I
within
love
120
getting
feet,
a-
know the exact direction of her.
I love getting a 25 and then seeing Ryan's roll.
Oh, sorry about that. Wait! Sorcery point reroll.
Still get seen.
Oh, hi, Isaiah.
Oh, hey, Saya.
I feel Azra over there. Where is she?
She just looks around. She's not here. She's just looking over at a specific spot on the ground or over somewhere, and then looks back. I should be going though.
If you see her, just let her know that Z's been kidnapped and we need her to check if she's okay.
We think it's her
Gosh
sister, but,
dang it! She's taking advantage of the nice person!
Well, I mean, I could do that technically, but that's
Azra comes out from hiding and clasps her hand over her mouth. No! She says it right in Grimfoot's face.
Oh, hey, Ezra.
Oh, that's where you are.
No!
There she is.
Sorry.
Look, we
I'm not
need to-
there. I'm just curious.
You're in the training yard, so you would have been about 200 feet away from them breaking stuff. Now that you are now done with that and off your rage, you see your entire party all in sight. They're not hiding.
Damn it.
You might
I
wanna just
wanted to
Check,
ask.
check. Like, just a message that says,
No!
you okay?
No! I don't believe anything out of your little freaking bird mouth.
Do you believe it out of her own journal?
Show me it.
I pull out the journal and show her the page.
Azra takes the journal. She just starts reading the journal.
Doing what I did.
If you would
Just
open
starts
it back
learning
up
what's
to
in the
that
journal.
first page, the right side of the page is that little blurb that she was saying. However, the left part is basically on the left side of the page. It is the night portion, and then on the other side of it is the actual proposal and stuff. So
Oh,
if she wants to read everything that happened, she can.
Azra
However-
would out of. She'd even read the steamy bits, and then she'd be like, "Okay, Hundor could have improved there, but Z needs a little improvement here."
I'm higher than her.
Azra's a bard, mother trucker.
Just saying.
But
I'm not
the
saying you're
specific-
bad. I'm just saying she's better.
The part about her sister telling her sister and then seemingly disappearing, though, is what you end with, unless you're going
She's with
the other
her
way in the
sister.
book.
She's fine. What's the big deal?
Well, I don't have 100%
God.
guarantee, and Hundor looks like he's about to beat the hell out of me if I don't do something.
Oh, look, there he is right now, coming this way.
She quickly throws the book at Grimfoot.
I flick my wrist.
Azra knows better than to get caught with that.
Fucking charlatans is the lot. Hundar's just panting as he walks back over.
Hey, I'm Dark.
Did you kill someone?
You see his eyes dart to you.
At this point, Azra probably also sees the gold necklaces hanging off his horn.
No, he took those off before he started punching shit.
What'd you
Oh,
do
okay.
another round with Z?
They also would have came off.
What?
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, by the way.
Grimfoot told me.
I did not.
Did too.
I
Yeah.
did not.
It's all
Oh,
over
you're
your
saying that you didn't
face.
tell me either, huh?
No, I didn't. I am completely innocent in
No,
this matter.
after the day Hundar's had, I think he's more inclined to believe the other two right now. And Hundar looks like he's about to fucking strangle you.
All right, just give us a minute, Hundor. You're not in this conversation. I did not kill either of you.
You
Yeah, you
say
did.
that to him, and you're getting a punch thrown your way. So it's strength, right?
Yeah.
Alright, Asai, while they're
if you
fighting,
are
we
just
need
throwing
to
an
leave.
unarmed attack, it is a strength roll because you do not have proficiency in it.
Okay,
I don't
that's what I
think you
thought.
don't get proficiency in this
I don't
barbarian.
think I do.
Because you only get it with the
I mean, I could
tavern
use my
brawler
horns
feat.
on him, but
No, tavern brawlers
Against
improvise
melee
weapons.
attack
I think
anyway.
you're always proficient with your fist.
I thought
Really?
Tavern Brawler gave you
No, I thought it
unarmed
also gave you
proficiency.
that.
I also
I
don't think
could
I'd
be
have a
wrong.
roller.
I thought it gave you both.
I'll go look it up real quick.
'Cause it's the
However,
only way
I'm
to get a-
just gonna make a strength roll
Yeah, sure.
just to see if I hit.
You probably are gonna
Wow! Holy shit! No, I'm not.
You. Oh no, you have new armor, right? That is
I have
gonna hit.
18 AC
Yeah.
now.
You got new armor, so yeah,
Oh.
you try and punch him, and his hair just kind of moves your arm out of the way, almost.
Now we're gonna get physical.
You
If
talk.
if that's the
me.
case, I'm gonna get magical banishment.
Did he just vanish?
the wisdom saving throw.
Charisma
right?
saving
Oh,
throw.
it's charisma.
Charisma
I'm better at those than I am at wisdom. Probably not enough to break the fucking AC.
You have a chance.
You have a
Let's see
chance.
how long I'm gonna be gone for.
You need to.
Oh my god.
You're
Oh,
not.
he's pissed. He is pissed.
Yeah, so Grimfoot, you just reach out and you touch him, and he doesn't disappear. He just gets a lot more red, actually, and you wonder if you cast the right spell. No, he's just getting a lot angrier now.
I'm gonna leave you two do this real quick, and Senka's
I
just
did
gonna.
not tell them, Undor, I promise.
You know
Senka's just
what?
gonna take like 5 steps away, and then she's suddenly gonna
Roll
vanish.
a persuasion check, brother.
Persuasion?
Persuasion.
Bitch, this deception.
Oh yeah,
Was he-
right. You did lie.
I did tell Senka. I did not tell Azra.
Yeah.
She read it in the journal and then
Damn.
witnessed it.
Yeah. It's,
I know I was lying.
this is a fucking rough one, man. This is a rough session.
Okay.
Yeah, I doubt
Azra's
I'm
It's
gonna-
not my
going to
absolute
try-
max.
Ryan, Azra's going to
27.
try and get Asaya away from them now that she's started this fight and wants to leave. I know the good
You
person
know,
might
I'll just
not.
ask, does Hundor want to talk to Azra? Or Asaya?
He wants to talk to Asaya, yes.
Okay, then it'll probably be harder to pull Asaya away then.
So,
We're not allowed
I
to
rolled an
work.
11
If you need to go,
for
I'm
a
gonna end
12.
here pretty much. I'm just letting them RP out.
Oh no,
I
you're
promise I
good.
didn't say anything to them.
Senka, who's now invisible, just walks up next to Azra. So, how much of the conversation did you hear beforehand?
With what?
What me and Grimfoot were discussing?
Like little to nothing. I was
Oh,
trying to
okay.
get by without being noticed. I really didn't want to get involved.
Alright, I'll tell you.
But
after
then
tomorrow.
Asaya got involved.
Okay, I'll tell you when after tomorrow.
Looking at Asaya.
Ooh. Two
It's
people.
weird sneaking around my own pyramid. I don't know what to say.
It's a good thing you're cute.
Two people just told
Something
me
about flattery.
that you told them, Grimfoot.
And you're talking about the same two people who try to mess with you on a daily basis.
You're in that pot as well.
We all do. You can't trust any of us, so trust the honest liar.
Be honest.
Dude,
What an
after he says
oxymoron.
that- After he says that, he's getting another fist thrown at him.
Do you really want me to banish you?
Didn't work first time. Hold on, Grimfoot. If you banish him, then I can't. She wants to talk to him. Or he wants to talk to her.
We're just gonna give him a minute to cool down.
Ugh.
Pretty sure that'll make it worse.
Okay. So, I rolled a 16 for a...
You're
20.
gonna hit. You're gonna hit.
Yeah, 22, sorry, I was doing the math.
If you naturally rolled the 16, you're gonna hit.
So I know it's my strength plus something else.
Your strength
No,
modifier.
just your strength
One
plus
plus
one.
strength.
Yeah.
Ah, so it's 7
strength plus one.
damage. 7 bludgeoning
unless you're
damage.
using a power of the fist, which I know do augment stuff.
Trying to
No,
kill him?
See, here's the thing though. His augmentation's off because he just wants to. He's not trying to hurt him. He's just
You
trying
struck
to.
me. You
Just trying to
actually
put you-
struck me.
And,
How
oh, yeah,
could you, Hundor?
And Ryan, Tavern Brawler actually gives you the
Hey,
D4
you
damage,
put
actually.
me through.
Just you what?
Tavern Brawler gives you a D4 to the changes your unarmed
Yeah.
damage to a D4.
Yeah, I that one.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it gave proficiency.
No, because I think the rules you're always proficient with your armor strike. It's just
Sure,
The
he
one
does
point
punch
plus
you
your
though. He puts his fist down.
Oh my god, you
Violence
actually
is
talked sense
never
into
the
him.
answer.
That's a
We
miracle.
fight all the time.
Violence is never the answer.
Are you gonna banish me or what?
That's kindness, Hundor.
Oh, boo fucking who. I really don't care what you do to me right now.
Oh.
You should. Because I'll always get you back. And it's never right away.
I don't care.
Sounds
You
like it's about to be a
should.
prank war.
Alright, Azra's gonna do something as they're saying that. As, where is it?
Maybe I should suggest you do something.
I'm going to do something
no.
very drastic.
I could suggest you worship the ground I walk on. I could suggest you worship my feet.
I think this is what I want. I think this is what I want. I might change it, but for now, Ryan, I'm going to summon this between the two of them.
Oh, cool. Okay. You like things being summoned.
As I put it in the
Ooh.
D&D text chat. And I'm gonna do this stealthfully. That I summoned this.
Does the Saya at least notice so she does not to attack it?
Yes. Yes, she sees who's casting it.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
she's
Or
good.
with me. If
doing
anything,
what
she's
it's
helping.
doing
Should
right
be
now.
helping me hide it.
Mm-hmm. And Sanka's right around there. She
I
can
don't
see
know
the
about
being
that.
casted.
How about helping?
While that spell's casting up. So I have a question because I wasn't here when you guys. Oh, I guess you guys were out for the day.
44.
And
But I wasn't here before that. So did something happen between you two?
I'm also just using the dragon to be a buffer between the two of them.
No, nothing happened. Hundor helped me out. And then I helped him out, and now he's angry. He's pissy, as Z's not around right now. His sister came and took her.
There was this very large dragon.
Oh,
He's really pent up right now. He needs some release.
Mm-hmm.
To put it in the simplest terms, I was having a nice day. He asked me to help him. I was told to help him. And then I was left on standoff mode for about 2 hours while he went somewhere else.
I just took a jaunt through the ethereal.
A jaunt through the ethereal while I was in enemy territory being watched.
You
and
were
I
not
Okay,
in enemy
whoa, whoa, whoa,
territory.
back
You were
up,
in
wait-
allied
Wait
territory.
a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Where
hold on.
did you guys both go?
No, we went back to the forest.
Okay,
This one.
Hundor, I'm gonna refresh mainly everyone's memories here because Grimfoot told us this before. They're banned from attacking each other when they're in that forest. That's neutral ground, they're not allowed to fight. So, you weren't in danger. Grimfoot should have explained that to you. I'm sorry you thought you were in danger. He definitely deserved that punch now.
To be fair,
Mhm.
I don't know if that law extends to party members.
I'm pretty
He looks like he wants to
sure
punch you
it
again.
does. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't be standing here.
Okay, got in combat.
It was just 2 werecats. He could have handled it.
Either way,
Mm.
I love that you guys are expressing yourselves and fighting.
I'm not
However,
fighting.
if Hundor doesn't have his conversation with Asaya, I can't leave. So, you punched Grimfoot like what? Twice? Once? I didn't even bother counting. Wasn't entertaining enough.
He tried twice.
Grimfoot said more things to make you angry. Okay. Give me like 6 seconds and I'll fix this. She shoots a sending spell towards Z. Ryan, hi Z. Your raging hulk of a barbarian's really pissed off right now because he's worried about you. I'm certain you're fine. I'm sending this so he calms down. And Grimfoot, and then it just cuts off. I didn't bother counting.
I'm dead.
Trying to
Well-
think of what she would respond.
Okay.
Don't worry, no, she's gonna respond. She's still on this plane. There's no chance that it doesn't go through.
That's nice, at least.
Oh god. Just really.
I'm fine, I think, picking out. I'm with my sister. Help.
Okay,
Sounds safe
she's
to me.
wedding dress shopping with her sister. Are you okay now, Hundor? That's what she just said.
Okay. I'm fine. That wasn't the reason the punch got thrown.
I understand that. Like I said, he deserves a punch or two every now and then. Just, he does tend to get even. And
Last time it was a nice massage.
I'll make sure to press down harder next time.
You wouldn't do that to poor Z.
Secondly, we will need to go pick her up from her sister eventually. I'm certain sister bonding will get old. Not like I
Mhm.
don't know, like, what that's like or anything. I just love my sister bonding time.
You always did strike me as someone who loves their brother more.
Thank you, Azra.
Azra punches him.
Oh,
It's Punch Grimfoot Day.
It never gets old. One of these days, you're really gonna learn to shut your mouth.
Oh, but people do the most. People don't think straight when they're angry. It makes it much easier to manipulate
But you
them.
don't even throw good insults.
I don't need to throw good insults. I need to
Well,
throw
insults
effective
are
ones.
what are fun. You just suck the fun out of it.
I apologize. I will do better with insulting people.
Thank you.
Mm-mm.
No, you wanted to ask Asaya something?
I'm guessing, Asaya,
Yeah.
when you are not busy, are you going to start looking into that elemental thing?
Your lightning.
Yes. I would preferably, now since everyone's here, I'm going to say this, would like to do that before we do anything and get sidetracked. Unless it will take a while.
I don't know if Azra will allow her to get the stuff done that needs to be done for that.
I'm saying
I've been
after.
told I'm supposed to say no for the next 2 days, but I want to help you. I'm
It
blinking
was
twice.
Azra's grinning evilly.
I'm blinking twice.
Now,
Saya, I'm
I'm
not.
just... Andor, wait. I'm just going to say this right now. We're guaranteed 3 days of rest. There's nothing saying that we can't have more after that for other things, but we're guaranteed 3 days where we don't have to worry about stuff, despite it keep happening within these 3 days.
I just am asking not to work on it within the 3 days, just afterwards. I wanted to make sure that's what we were doing next because I want to be able to keep us all alive a little bit better.
Okay.
You quite literally already keep us alive all the time.
Better was at the end of that statement, Grimfoot.
But the only one at risk of dying is you.
I believe I also said your body needs to be able to handle that lightning.
Azra's gonna, like, get a little more defensive around Asaya and kind of like the she's mine, we're leaving type thing. So you have your answer.
I am working with Z. She needs to make something to make you immune to the lightning. I'm being dragged away.
Yep.
And there they go. Well, have fun, you two. You know, on that same note, Hundor, we're gonna get you a suit as well.
Not today, I'm tired.
Fair enough.
He needs a kilt. She likes
Just know,
the kilt on him.
he needs a suit top, and then not pants, just kilt underneath it.
It could work. Could also
Yeah.
go with the sleeveless jacket.
Oh yeah, you gotta make sure the guns are known.
However, I will
Get him some
probably,
nice shades to go with it too.
I will be ending the session there. We went a little bit over, but
It happens.
yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
it was
It was
you were
good.
enjoying your RP, so I didn't want to stop you.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Glenn, good RP.
Yo,